Oh, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. How's everyone doing today? Burst, please be gentle today. We're gonna have a special guest on. You gotta make sure we are perceived here in the best of lights. I know who Faker is. um, Jess, don't talk to me about Jess. But yeah, I hope you're doing well today. I hope everyone else is good. Hat is back. Shall we keep on the hat on for today? We'll keep on the hat for today. I was now tempted to take it off, but we'll keep it on for now. My head needs to breathe the remaining hair that I have. So today it's going to be a bit special. In a few minutes, I will bring Nathaniel on. He is working on a project called, I believe, Bold Brew Games, but I'll let him talk about it. And what we will do is play a different format, which is a fan-made project, which I think the format is called Brawl. I think it's similar to Clash, where Clash is a replacement for Blitz, or a better version of Blitz, while Brawl is supposed to be an improved version of CC. But forgot we was doing Brawl today, and sir, what hair? Indeed, what hair? But you know, I actually don't know that much about the format. I don't know how it plays. I don't know what it entails. But I do think it'll be fun. Actually, one thing that I need to do before we get started, just reset here the win-loss counter. And what we'll be doing is basically a best of 3 and see who can come on top of that. I believe I will be able to play one of my OG heroes, and what not better than being able to play a class and a hero that you love. All right, with that all being said, let me dial Nathaniel, and then we can get going on this journey. It's good to have you all. Only hair you got left is on your face. I wish that was... At least I don't have hair on my head, right? That's the important one. All right, good. All right, so let's turn the music off here. I don't think when we've got 2 people on the stream, we don't need music. You can't play Rhinar anymore, stop lying. I probably have no idea how to play Rhinar, but let's dial our guest in. We'll dialing. And that connection should be up and running. Good evening, sir. Good day. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome to the stream, Nathaniel. Very, very glad to have you here today.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad we could finally connect.
Yeah, right. Took a while to get this up and running, but we finally made it. And honestly, a lot of that is down to me just forgetting to do it. So blame there's 100% on me.
It's life and all sorts of responsibilities get in the way. It's kind of more important, right?
Sometimes it happens, yeah. Absolutely. So before we get going with any games here, who are you?
Right. I know you've probably seen me a little bit around. So I am the head of the Clash committee.
Yes.
So a lot of people are kind of familiar with Clash. So a couple years ago, Mansant started Clash. I think like 3 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
Very, very fun. It was just more of like a let's get something better than Commoner, but really okay. Story wise, it was really Mansant started it because he loved Levia and he couldn't play Levia in Commoner, and he also loved her specialization to summon Plasmafet, and so he basically made a format so he could do that. Is really what it is.
I mean, that's I don't know if you need another reason to start a format. That sounds reasonable.
So for those that I think most people are kind of aware or seen stuff, clashes, commons and rares, and specialization.
Yes.
So about a year and a half ago or so, obviously Mansant's traveling the world doing all those
Yes.
fantastic streams for Fab, and I was just kind of part of the community and loved doing it. I'm just big in budget formats, and he was like, "Hey, I can't keep up with this. You want to take it over?" I was like, "Sure." And so I very quickly was like, "All right, I'm one person, and just like you have hectic life a lot of times. So a lot of people do. So let's make a committee." So there's about 7 of us
Okay.
that just sit down and we go like every release we go like, "Hey, is there anything we're worried about? Yeah, let's deal with it." So one thing that a lot of us have always wanted to do was to make kind of an adult version of that. So
Hmm.
Brawl is basically an adult Clash. It's a budget format. Like it's not a replacement for CC. Honestly, I like to look at it as more of a budget. Um,
Okay.
a
And
budget. It's basically a budget LL. Like it's basically a budget Living Legend.
okay, and what are the restrictions for the Brawl format?
Mhm, absolutely. So commons and rares, just like in Clash. However, we do allow equipment majestic and lower. So you see on your list, you
Okay.
get Savage
Yes.
Sash, and then we allow specializations. One new thing that we added in that we're experimenting with is we're allowing the legendary keyword, um, which opens up like big dragons and Dromai, or um, it just opens up a lot of interesting things because a lot of like high level things like our Mysteria heroes, our Mystic heroes, they all have a big legendary thing, but they're not specializations. And
Yeah.
one question I always got with Zen, like, "Hey, are we ever going to allow that in Clash?" And the answer is no, it's not specialization. So that was us being like, "Here's a way we can get around this and allow it." So this is all just a heavy experiment, and we've really tried to kind of limit um, our bans, but we do have a ban list,
Okay.
which we have in. Try to pull it up because I don't remember it all off the top of my head. Um, in the Discord, in the Bold Brew Games Discord, there's a whole Brawl section, and we keep that file up to date. At some point, this will actually probably go on February. I've talked with Philip, and so we've been
Okay.
chatting back and forth. So at
Very
some
cool.
point, we'll also probably hit there. But so our bands are stubby hammerers because
Broken AF. Yes.
broken. um, our document says blue count your blessings, but with the whole ban of blue of count your blessings in general and them not testing it, we've just kind of made the decision to get rid of count your blessings because we're
Okay.
like, then we have to test. So we're not gonna if we figure if LSS isn't gonna test, neither are we.
That makes sense, yeah.
Zephyr needles, because once again, broken with
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
that stuff.
with the new cards from from the Haunted, it's just yeah, you can the things you can do with
Yeah,
that is just yeah. Great or
crazy.
horrible
I know we
depending on which side of the table you sit.
Yeah, and because it's a lower power, right? Like
Yeah.
majestics are your specializations and your legendaries. Oh, one caveat is legendary does obviously um fables do have the legendary keyword. We've banned all fables, so that includes Arcanite
Yes.
Shard, even though it is a specialization.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Then Drone of Brutality, because we were letting it go for a little bit, but those recursions were a little too much. And
Yeah.
then we did ban all the pulses, Pulsive Eisenloft, Pulsive Haven,
Hmm.
Pulsive Candlehold, which the question is, well, why did you ban those? Well, they have the legendary keyword. And Starvo is a real deck. So,
Yes. Okay. That's interesting. So that's quite a small ban and restricted list though overall. But I
yes,
guess being restricted to commons, rares, and then just some majestics kind of keeps the power level quite low.
it does. And that's one of the reasons why we allowed Majestic equipment in there, because it's not that we don't want you to have fun. It's that we just, you have to cut the line somewhere. And so it's more of, hey, we have 40 life in this. So we want to we want there to still be fun, big power turns. And like I said, because of the ban list, it really functions more like Living Legend.
Mhm.
than anything, because you still have Scalita. Like you still have Scalita in there for our rune blades. We still have ball lightning for our lightning heroes, and so there's pieces in there that still feel very LL-esque. And so just more of a way of like, hey, this is a budget format of like, hey, here's an option for you to try, kitchen table, or if you want to do it at, local level or something, and just give you kind of some rules to work within. And that's really all it is. It's just us kind of having fun.
So Ducklord is asking, can he play Scaletta?
Yes,
Scalita. Yes. He's all in.
yes, you can. Yes, you can. Florian, Scalita build is real. I think I've hit like 70 rune chants off of popping
Oh my
Scalita.
god.
When I was playing against when I was testing it, I like went all in on the OTK with Florian, and so I definitely got absolutely destroyed because I'm not a great Florian player. But I was playing against, we were trying it into. Actually, I was testing it into CYB Oldham, which isn't legal anymore. But it was the only way to win, and I think I hit like 70 or 80. It was pretty fun. It was fun time doing that. So yes, the short answer is yes. Part of this is just like I've been playing since crew days.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is me going like, these are equipments like I just want to play with and have fun with, but I don't want to go drop $2,000 on a
Yeah.
a LL deck.
Yeah, that makes sense. And when you're a new player, this is actually, if you're looking at a list like this, you pick up an armory deck and you're basically ready to go, right? I mean, there, unless you're playing Jarl, where there is a legendary, but otherwise majestics, and you probably even have to take some cards out when you think about the majestics. But it shouldn't be too expensive to upgrade that or change that to be then able to play in this format.
One thing we did do, because the armory decks is very considerate, I immediately went. So I think it was, I forget what it was, but there was a while ago,
Hmm.
Magic released a precon deck, and then they very quickly banned a card out of it. I forget what card it was, but they made a ruling of if you kept the precon deck together, you
Yes.
could play with that card. So we've made that rule in here as well. All armory decks
Ah,
as
great.
is are legal. So you grab an armory deck. One thing I pushed for and everyone immediately agreed was, we want to allow you to have an equipment sideboard, right? Because taking an armory deck and then immediately sitting across the Kano is not fun.
No.
So
No.
we're like, we'll let you have an equipment sideboard. So if you want to change your equipment to get AB in there, that's totally fine. But if you take the deck as is with a small, AB sideboard, it's all legal. One of the thoughts behind it is the fact of, number one, armory decks are really fun. I find armory decks
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Same.
I've had a blast with the KO one.
Yeah.
I've done
Same.
only a little bit of tweaks, and so there's we just wanted to make it available to just be like, hey, you have your armory deck, great, grab it, go. And because this is non-rotation, that Aurora deck that is sitting on your shelf is now useful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, like you take an armory deck, you update it to, you take out the majestics and do a bunch of upgrades, just upgrades, quote unquote, put in some specs, put in some rares and things like that. Like, it's still going to play better than the armory deck. You could take that Aurora deck and throw in a bunch of ball lightnings, and it's still gonna run better than,
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
there. Sure, you don't have like some of the cool stuff in there, but you're still gonna have um just an overall better deck that's gonna be more consistent. So that's been our immediately we were like, these armory decks are a lot of fun. They can actually compete in this format. Sure, if you want to be sweaty and update it and do all that, you can. But we also just want to make it where like you sit down and have fun.
Yeah. No, I think that's really good, and I think one of the things that Flesh and Blood needs to work on to attract a wider player base is provides more options for more casual players.
Mhm.
The game does attract a very highly competitive player base, but being able to offer something that is, you don't need to throw $1,000 at it to play well, and just maybe grab some beers and have some fun and sling
Yeah,
some cards instead of going super sweaty is, I think that's something very good to have as an option. And it's great that you have a committee that works on this and refines this, and it's not just, oh, it's going to be just commons and rares and we haven't really thought about if the format
hmm
works, but this is actually, no, we've put work into this, we've thought about this, there's a band list, there's testing, and it's not just, well, commons, rares, everything goes and good luck, right? That's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, absolutely. We've been testing for about a year, so we did a soft launch on this, I don't know, several months ago at this point. So we did a bunch of internal testing where we were just like playing games, because one of the things that immediately we got worried about was right, majestic equipment. So one of the things that we immediately went was, okay, most people don't think about this, but evos are equipment. So actually evos
Yes.
are legal. Majestic, they are equipment, they are in your deck, but they are legal because they are an equipment piece. So we did a bunch of testing with that just to make sure, like, hey, like, we're not breaking the game with evos and things like that. And obviously it's Skillita testing and all of that. So we did a bunch of testing, then we brought it to the community, just like what's in the Discord there, and they've done a ton of testing as
Yeah.
well. And so July 11th, so we picked July 11th because it's after Nat season. We're gonna run an online league of Brawl.
Oh,
So
nice.
I just wanted to be so we'll do online league. I think it will be 6 weeks. So we've been doing Clash Leagues. We do about 6 weeks of just regular season, one game a week, and then we do it like a cut to top 8.
Yep.
So that's going to be kind of the plan is July 11th. Come in. One of the things that I love that we do is in the regular season, we don't lock you to a deck. You can every week play a different deck. It's which if you hit top 8, then you gotta lock in a deck. But we'd like to just keep it as casual as possible. So it's you get matched up, play your game that week, put it in, submit it, and then we cut to top 8 or top 4, depending on how many people we have. We've been sitting around like 20 or so people in our Clash League, so kind of expecting roughly about that number.
Right.
So
It's
July
roughly
11th, it'll be
it,
posted out there.
it's pretty much what we have on my league as well, that I'm running on Discord, around 20-25
hmm
players. And I hold it pretty much the same. As long as you're playing anything that is allowed in Classic Constructed, you can change your deck from game to
Yeah,
game, right? It's like,
yeah. The
just have
whole like
fun with
lock
it.
in, I'm like, the whole lock in, I'm always just like, but this is supposed to be fun, especially if we're
Yeah,
doing it online. Yeah, there's already several people that have decks up there. So any of the ones that say Clash Hub, that's me. But you'll see like Theo and other things in there for like Row 2. Those are all members of the community as well as
yeah.
those couple people are in the Clash. Um,
I actually
on
did
the
the deck
committee.
tech with Row 2.
Oh, did you?
Uh,
Yeah, I love Row 2. Roach is such
um,
a great guy. We try to get a plethora. So like we have like Asher Wings in there who's big into like budget stuff, and so he's been doing a lot of Project Blue stuff, which super excited about Project Blue. I'm gonna call that out. I was like, I know it competes
yes.
with Clash, but I'm just excited to
Well,
have
no,
like
it doesn't
an
really.
official thing.
Well, it does complete with Clash, right? Yeah, but I mean, if Clash set the groundwork for them to realize, for us to realize that
hmm
they need like something else in Blitz, then Clash did a great job, right? And
Yeah,
I think Clash has been recognized as a good format, and maybe that's what was needed to get here.
yeah, no, absolutely. I've done some testing of Project Blue. I've been having a blast. I will say I do miss the specializations, but I also was just like, if I really miss it, like just go play some Clash. But I get why they didn't. I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't because I think like especially if Project because I really think once Project Blue becomes official, it'll take off.
Yeah,
Um it would spike the specialization prices hard if they included specializations.
Yeah.
Like it was already like $7 to $8 just to get Arc Lightning. That's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they didn't do that because that would like make those like $20 cards probably.
Yeah. Let's continue this conversation, but how about we jump into a game?
Yeah.
Let's just
Let me.
continue the conversation while we have the game. I'm gonna set up a. Wait, this is OpenCC. Yes,
Hmm.
OpenCC.
Yep.
Private, and I'll send you the link. Right, good. Cool, there we are.
I'm trying to find
So,
my.
Mage Tunic is not allowed. Although I'm not quite sure what format we're talking about. So you should have that link, Nathaniel. So,
I
you
got it.
mentioned the Discord a couple of times. How do people find that Discord?
Yeah, so I can post it in the chat in a minute.
Okay.
Guess first, you're right.
All right. You immediately bring like the class that I am absolutely terrible into.
Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. I can switch. I
No,
wasn't
it's
even
fine.
thinking.
It's fine. It's just funny. But
I
it's
I
completely fine.
immediately I immediately went with, oh, so I'm a big Lexi player, and so
Yeah.
I'll probably play one game with Lexi. But I'm a huge Lexi player that's like I probably don't want to bring that in here and just
Yeah.
that's a very feast or famine, but it can toast people. So that was my thought.
Okay. No, that's okay. Just getting my deck down to 60. Obviously, no idea what I should be doing, but
I know.
so
Just put in your CC hat.
yeah, yeah. We'll put there. I mean, Monsters Veil is interesting. That's good. I'm guessing from deck construction perspective, it's a 60 deck,
Yes.
60 card deck, and sideboard is the same as in Classic Constructed.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
So
All
we
right.
have everything is the same.
Red
Let's
Hoods.
try.
Okay. I love how different this already looks. Centauri Sabers, that makes sense. Gallantry of Gold, yeah. Refraction Bolt, that makes sense too. But then the Hood of Red Sand is, yeah, you can see that where the budget option is there immediately.
Mm-hmm. Immediately, like you're immediately like, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. Okay,
So,
I don't have what I want.
Veet says the only thing that concerns me is length of games. This will probably take longer than CC games. How has that been in testing?
So they've actually been a lot shorter than
Okay.
CC. Because there isn't as much stuff. So like you usually go big power turns is what's
Yeah.
going on. They will go. So okay, let me rephrase that a little bit. They'll go longer for playing Teklo or something like that, right? Like
Yes.
Teklo is going to be longer and stuff like that, or they could go longer if you arsenal this one. It could go longer depending on what you have in there, but like overall, they felt like 20-30 minutes. Just because you do have like I get the concern of hey power turns. What happens or the lower power? What happens is usually you get 2 to 3 power turns in there.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you just don't have as much options at you to like stop those. I guess. And so it still
Yeah.
does feel a little bit swingy. It's just not as swingy. I will say you do get to the end game. Like once you get to the end game, it is a lot grinder. So if you remember classic um like old school WTR, I don't know if you played any Welcome to Wraith or anything like that or any of the old school stuff,
I
it
did
will
some
get
draft,
grindy.
but that was a bit before my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does get grindy towards the end of this. Oh, this is weird.
All right. Hey Al, how you doing? Rush, welcome back. Yeah, so we're playing for everybody just joining. We're playing a fan-made format, which is called Brawl.
Raw.
It's adult hero 60 card deck, and basically you're allowed majestic equipment and majestic specializations, and everything else is commons and rares. I hope I got that right.
Yeah, you could do legendary specializations.
Oh, legendaries, yes. 5. I don't want to block, but you have 3 more
Um,
cards in your hand. Wait, so you
I
played
do.
Outland Skirmish. When you hit, you get a Croper token. So Is blood on her hands? That's her specialization, right?
Yes. Yeah,
So
so I can run that.
I don't want you to make copper, but also, well, my equipment is battle worn, so you know, Savage
You
Sash
got
being
you got stuff.
majestic is mad. That's mad.
I know it
So
feels very legit. Stuff like that, those what I think makes this format a little bit fun because you do get those big power
yeah.
turns in there.
Well, I'm gonna take the damage here. Are Mystic Assassins allowed to be specializations? Yes, they are allowed to have them.
Uh, allowed to be spec. Are Mystic Assassins allowed to be spec? So I think the question is the Mystic Assassin majestic a specialization? Short answer is if that's the real question in there, and you didn't do what I wanted you to do, so uh,
Yes.
we're just gonna
Yes.
end the turn there. Um,
Yes.
but the
Would you
short answer
desire
is
me as well?
no.
Your big
However,
app
one of the
brain
things that
boy.
we just recently made about a month ago is we're allowing all legendary keywords outside of Fable so that you can play those mystic, those mystic things that feel like they should be specializations. You can play them in your heroes. By us just doing that opens up the availability of that. So that means we have oh my goodness, this is going to be big. What do I need to do here? You know
Wait,
what?
actually, sorry, I made a mistake. Can I?
You're good. You're good. Rewind it.
Sorry.
Um, so going
1, 2.
legendary keyword opened up a handful of things. Number one, it opens up like big dragon Dromai if we wanted to. Number two, it allows those mystic heroes to have their like what we think are their specs. And number three, it also allows like Bolton, he can get Spirit of Ariana because that is a legendary keyword. So it allows us to kind of open up ways of these heroes that maybe aren't as good in there, like Bolton, and just give him extra stuff. That's fine. I'll just take this damage. We're gonna play around here. Let's see here. What can we do?
Sacred Arts. Hey, Dispersion Glass, thank you very much for the resubscription. Thank you. 6 months, dude. Thank you so much. Your question is, who's going to Vegas? I am not. Nathaniel, are you going to Vegas?
No, I would be gone today. I have a
I
bunch
was
of
thinking, yeah, you'd probably be on the road.
yeah, I have a bunch of people from the LGS that are going to be there, so they're on the road. Typically tonight is our draft night. I don't know if we're drafting or not tonight. We'll find out. Oh wait, hold on. I undo. Let me do something real quick. There we go. That's what I want. And then I want this.
3. All right, we got a slice and dice.
Yes.
So, Dispersion Glass, question to you then: are you going? I feel like yesterday, Polisher was especially slow, and the theory on chat here was that it's because everybody's jamming games, which makes a lot of sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
Everybody. So I don't like this at all.
You shouldn't
like this. I don't like this at all.
But you took a lot of damage to pull this off.
Yeah, but I also don't want to give you that 3+1. All right, so no matter what may come here, let's at least not give you the 3+1. You're heading there tomorrow. Nice, Dispersion. Are you locked in on your hero? Do you know what you're playing? Are you confident? So if you were to go, Nathaniel, what would you play?
If I were to go, what would I play?
7.
So Marlin is the most interesting one to me as a old school Lexi player, but I don't have the cards for it, so our LGS kind of got screwed in that we barely had a pre-release. So we there wasn't anything in that. So honestly, I honestly don't have anything CC built. At the moment. So I would so I talked about how we do draft every Wednesday. So I basically go Wednesday, I draft, have a lot of fun. I love playing limited. I have not played a CC game in I don't know, the last one was Ira. When the Ira came out, I played a CC game.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long
So,
time. So the thing is, I love CC. I love playing it a lot. I also really like draft, but around
mhm,
here in London, like we just like we have 4 LGS running events. Wait,
mhm.
4, 3, 4, and basically none of them run regular drafts. Right? It's usually around this
Mm,
time of year when a new set releases, especially now coming to Nats. There will be
mhm.
some drafts, and I actually look forward to it. And I have to go tomorrow because I think I'm probably going to get about 3 or 4 max before nationals. So
Mm.
I'd love to play more draft, but we just don't get a chance. So you actually having the possibility to play a draft a week, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely we've been doing it for I think a year or so. And my LGS is awesome. They usually do like a buy 2 packs get one free.
Oh,
So it's like 10
nice.
or 12 bucks for us. Um Purposely keep it low. There's no prizing because LSS doesn't do any prizing anymore for casual, right? They pushed
Yeah.
the casual night for a long time and now they haven't. Man, this deck is just not wanting to do what I want it to do. uh, that or I'm just blocking or bad. Probably both. Let's see here.
All
What can
right.
I do here? Let's do
Wait,
this.
dispersion glass. You threw away or left on the table my cold foil sunken treasure. Oh no. Oh no. That feels bad. And also, you're just doing side events? I mean, that's good as well. I mean, that's what the calling and world qualifier. I mean, Vegas should be fun even if you can't do nationals.
Mhm.
So, what do we do here? I can do this, but then what's the point? What's the point instead? Do this. This makes no sense either, so we could do that. Let's do this and see. Oh, hey, agility token. If your Kanats wasn't so far north, I would go for the side events. I've actually never just gone for side events nationals. I only go if I'm qualified. But yeah, it's pretty far up north.
So this is what I was saying. I messed up in my blocks. I should have blocked with my bolters because I need them. I just had to
Ah,
use them with no block.
heist. If it the next time an attack you control hits, you create 6 copper tokens. What?
Yes.
Why doesn't she play this? why, why is this not
Because
in
it's not a
classic construct?
plus. So in classic constructed, right, you get the one where every time your sword hits, it gives the next one go again, and every time your
Yeah.
sword hits, you get 2 copper. So like you don't need to do that. This is our budget
Mm.
version of that.
All right. I'm gonna hope 6 block is enough.
I will tell you it's not
Hashtag it
enough.
was not. Oh my god, 7. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
But they're like, okay, I just need to do this play and force it, and we'll see what happens.
Oh no.
Um, oh,
I
this
mean,
is
I would have never blocked
fascinating.
an additional 6. Like, no.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I know. That's what I was like. I think I'll block 6. I had 2 here. I just have to get rid of that. Okay,
That
so
worked
let's
out pretty
see here.
well. All right, +3.
Okay. Um, this is interesting. Let's do this.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
It's
okay.
open. Let's you know what's happening here. Do you want to give
Um,
me a handful more, or do you want to just what do we want to do here?
so, is your Centauri Saber free right now?
Yes, I did
Oh.
draw swords.
Well, I mean, I kind of have to. Although we have 7 you have 7 already. Like, how much more do you really need? It doesn't like at this point. It doesn't matter anymore.
It,
Like,
so
mm,
cash in is in this, so I can
oh,
destroy 4, and draw 2 cards. So that gives me the
mm,
ability to take that. I know there's things like this that aren't in CC anymore that we've honestly kind of purposely left in here. So like cash in, that's a big power card, right?
yeah,
Pirates are gonna love that, and Brawl. Like, so the idea is that we really want to keep those like commons and rare power cards that are now banned out. We want to keep those in to exactly, what someone said earlier is, wouldn't these games take longer than CC? Like, yeah, they could if we take away these
Yeah.
power cards.
Yeah, exactly. You need to have some of that. Okay, so I will take a gander here and hope that I have a couple more turns before it
Mhm.
all falls apart. So I'm gonna flash a smashback Alehorn, probably my favorite
Oh,
card
nice. I love that card.
from the Hunted. And then we'll play Barraging Beatdown, and then you can decide if you want to block a Romping Club for 7. I need 2 cards. You apparently do not want to block that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm in danger.
All right.
Okay. Right.
So let's start. Let's start with this. Gorganian Tone. So remember one thing we talked about, legendary keyword?
Yeah.
Gorganian Tone is a legendary keyword.
Yeah. And it does the thing that you want to do. Okay.
That's the
So that
thing I want
means
to do.
your sabers are free now.
Yes. Let's do a little bit more digging. Yes, I do
Okay.
want to pay for copper.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, I still have 24 life. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no, you're
okay.
okay. Let's dig some more. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So let's start with this. High striker.
Because you need more copper.
I do need more copper. This is absolutely true.
What's the most copper you've ever generated with this deck?
I think this is the most.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
5. You know what? Sure. Blade Runner. Okay. 15 copper. 2 gold. 4. We're alive.
You are. Yeah, I did some digging. It didn't pay out, but
I mean, you may draw into it now.
yeah, I know. I know I've pitched one. I've pitched one. I have 3 in here. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
Ooh, you're gonna beat in tracker?
No, I don't need to. I have an agility.
Oh, that's right.
Like having Savage Feast with an agility token is so good.
All right, so we're gonna start with this.
Okay, Dispersion Glass. You would consider Kassai if you were playing Nationals.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you get? Like, is it more than just the Fabled, or is the Fabled is that like what makes it like so much better now?
I mean, I would do it just because I like Kassai. Like, I'm the person who I'm gonna play what I like to play.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so that hits. We have that.
It's been intimidated. Okay.
So we have 1 card intimidated.
Fable is broken. I'm kind of upset about the Fable. I'm not gonna lie, just because they've
Yeah.
never been that good. Okay, let me pause this. The Fable is broken, and I think the Fable is very good, and I'm glad to see a very good Fable. I've just loved the basis of them, just making cards that aren't like that they're niche, whereas the Fable is not niche anymore.
Yeah, it's. I don't like Fables which are being played a lot either. Like, it's just. Hey Lilian, hi Sigma. It's just like it's like such a rare card, and if you need to chase that card to make your deck function, that's just like that just makes all the issues that we have with the game even worse. right? I'm
Yeah.
just like don't like it at all. By the way, Rush, I am chatting to Nathaniel. Nathaniel? I hope I'm saying this right. By the
Nathaniel,
way.
you got it. You're good. You're good.
Nathaniel. He is part of the Clash and the Brawl committee, and he has a website called Bold Brew Games, I believe, where you can find
Yep.
a lot of his stuff as well. There's some new stuff up there, and yeah, so we're playing the Brawl format, which is basically a lower powered CC. So this is going for 6, and you have 1 card left in hand.
Yes.
You
And it has
play
go
draw
again.
swords. That means Centauri
draw
Saber is
swords.
free. I've used all my equipment. That is not ideal, but I could actually do. You know what? Clash. This is pretty good here. I was gonna say because this is almost
that is very
guaranteed to
good.
give me an agility.
Yes.
Yeah. And so basically, what we're doing today is we're just playing. At least that was the plan. Play a best of 3 of Brawl while we chat. To do something a bit different instead of just me talking to you guys all the time. Let's bring on a guest here. Cool. So 5-4. That's fine. That's fine. Take 1. Here comes my triple intimidate for the kill. No, I wish. Oh, dispersion glass. I will open a pack. All right, 6. It's only 6. Only a club for 6. I actually love playing a special pack as well. Okay. All right. I love club builds on Rhinar. It's actually my favorite way to play him. It's just it hasn't been viable.
Okay.
Are special packs still legal? Yes, I have 1 more gem pack, and then since I don't have a stream until next week, that means I will have another gem pack on Monday. I'll probably have another gold pack ready to go. Only 1 per stream, yes. All right, you have 2 cards.
1 card.
Oh no! No, it's on. Oh no!
Hang on to it.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so I don't have draw a card, and this is where obviously Courage of Blade Hold comes into effect.
Oh no! Wait. Oh no! So this is oh no!
This is coming in pretty hard.
Danger.
Pass. I'm not dead.
No, you're not. Let's go with this one again.
Pass. I'm not dead. So
Let's just make a gold. I forgot to make a gold in this, but we'll just make one.
3. Maybe I'm dead. I haven't seen you play any reactions. Now, I don't know if you're running any. Okay. Here goes nothing. Show me what you have.
Show me what you got.
Damn it! GG.
That's what I arsenal. I was like, I could put that orchid arsenal and hope I draw.
Very nice, very nice. Well played. You take it. I lose. All right, you're 1-0. Oh, nice. I do enjoy it though so far. So now before we can start the next game, I have 2 point redemptions. I'm gonna have to get wrecked. Thank you, Burst Flames. Thank you. So I'm gonna open up a Chen pack, and I'm gonna open up. Sorry, Rush. Did you? No, Dispersion Glass. Did you say what kind of pack you want me to open? I basically have every set under the sun, basically. Yeah, so I'll do that real quick, Nathaniel, and then we can dive into the next
Oh
game.
yeah, absolutely. So I was thinking,
see
so
it.
instead of doing like a complete best of 3 of like, I was thinking it would be fun if we wanted to switch heroes. So if there's a hero you
Oh
want to
yeah,
try out,
yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if you
Okay.
want to try out like Starvo or something insane like that. Starvo's actually not that insane. This deck in here.
All right, I'll play it. Yeah, sure. I haven't played Star Wars in a. The gem pack will be there in a second. L will open up a gem pack in a second. Both were redeemed. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Moops, how are you? Thanks. I just played your
Um,
list. It's very fun. It's feeling good. All right. So Goldwing Turbine, Chillery Bones, Called in the Big Guns, Sky Skimmer, Swabby, Battalion Bark, Walk the Plank, Jartus Course. Come on, Gold Tipple, Captain's Coat. Then first rare is a Cloud City Steamboat. Kogwer Zeppelin. Oh, Pelver Direct at rare foil, and then just the Compass and Puffin. I opened up some pretty good cards at the start of this box, but like I've opened like 4 Majestics like so far, and then it's completely dried up. All right.
yeah.
Now for the gem pack. Or that's a gravy head.
Oh, this is Gem Pack 2, right?
This is gem pack 2. Yeah, exactly. Hey, John with 11 the raid. Thank you so much. You're just coming in time for me to see if I got something good out of this gem pack. So we have a non-foil Heave Ho. No idea if this is playable or not. All right, let's see.
Which one is the Hippo? Oh, the Hippo's the overpower one, right?
Yes. All right, let's see what this is. A wow, an alt art Nimblism.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
gorgeous.
that's pretty awesome.
I didn't know that there was alt art Nimblisms in there. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, I forgot about this as well, but this is very nice. I love it. I mean, I'll take it. That seems like a good hit. Ah, it's so nice. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the armory tomorrow and get my second pack. John, how are you doing? Thank you for everybody rating. My name is ScowlingFleshBag for all those who are new. We are playing Flesh and Blood here on this channel. Today I have Nathaniel with me. He is part of a fan-made format, a committee which is mainly responsible for Clash, which is a commoner format or improvement of the commoner format that makes the game more accessible. And today we're playing Brawl, which is pretty similar. It is a more budget-friendly, classic constructed format. So you are allowed to have rares, commons, you're allowed to have some majestics in your equipment, and you are allowed to have your majestic specialization, as well as some legendary keyword ones. But yeah, it's been we've played one game. It's been tons of fun, and I keep worried whenever I go through that I am saying the wrong thing. So you correct me whenever.
No, you're good. You're good. I know it's a lot of like little rules, so you
Yeah.
nailed it all. So it's basically Clash Plus, right? Commons, rares, and then we allow majestic equipment and lower, including Evos. So for all of our Teklevossen fans out there, you can play your Teklevossen with all his awesome equipment. And then we allow any rarity except Fable for our specializations and legendary keyword. So the legendary keyword was there because we have a lot of mystic assassins that want to play their big mystic stuff. And so now you can. All right, so that's the Starvo list. So one of the things that I found with Starvo in this, right? We watch Starvo and we go like, oh, he's just going to destroy everybody. It's not the case. One of the things that Starvo does really well is that, right, in CC, number one, he's got, or Living Legend, excuse me. Number one, he's got crazy equipment in the L slot. We don't allow L slot equipment. Number two, One of the things that he does really well is hang on to a couple of cards because one of them is double fused. We don't allow double fuse. We do have the pulses
Ooh.
on our ban list on this very specific for this
Oh.
very specific reason.
Yeah, that makes
So
it
you
quite a bit harder.
yeah, so you legit have to have the 3 fuse cards in your hand. You're not gonna be able to get away with 2.
Yeah, so I have to take a much higher risk if I want to play one of those, and I'm gonna have to take a lot more damage to my face. Yeah,
So it's a lot more stacking
yeah.
in this for that. Now, let me see here. I want to try. We can go. Just. Let's do.
Surprise
Let's.
me.
I know. We'll just do our classic like Lexi. I'm guessing. I'm thinking.
All right.
Let's do. We'll do our 2 elemental heroes against each other.
That nimblism looks so good. Hey Dot, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, so do you want to go first or second here?
You're Bravo. You probably want to go first, right?
I mean, I don't know, but I'll take your word on it.
You're stuck.
All right, so we'll play this. I don't think we'll need an Ankern Lantern here. I'll just take the default 60.
Yeah. Other thing too is right. Like one of his big things is so he gets Bravo specs, but Oaken Old, for instance, that is a majestic. That's not a specialization, so he's out
Yes.
on Oaken Old. So there's things like that. Hold on, let me cover up your screen real quick. I've been trying to keep eye on a chat without
Okay.
actually watching you. So let me get
You
that
can
in place.
actually, I think you can configure to just show. You can either pop out chat and just have chat if you want to do
can I?
that. Yeah, at the top there's like the 3 buttons where you can say pop out chat, I believe, or you should be able to do that
Playtime
somehow.
dismiss message. I think it will let me because I'm not the streamer. We'll be
Okay.
fine. I've been just
Yeah,
covering it
it's
up
all
with the
good.
game so I can see chat and respond, but
Um,
not actually
it's
see your game.
it's casual anyway. So
True.
right. So wait, let me reread the hero ability. People
Mhm.
keep coming at me here for not reading cards. Let me make sure I understand how this hero works before we play any cards. At the start of your turn, you may reveal an earth and an ice. It says, oh, earth and ice and a lightning card from your hand. If you do, the next attack action card with cost 3 or greater you play this turn gets +2 dominate and go again. Okay. So, all right.
So classic thing is you do that, you play a big card, and then you swing with your hammer with an ice card behind it.
Yes. All right. So, sadly, we cannot
Ducklord, Scowling
immediately
is
do
reading
this.
Panic Start.
The world is ending.
The world
Flashback
is
is reading. No.
oh man.
My power level has increased. All right, let's play this. And
Go second. Let me see here. Veed indeed. You are correct. I typically run that. I decided not to run that helmet to go for free. All right, so here's how we're gonna handle this. We'll just start right out. So if you notice right here immediately, one other thing legal in here, plunder run, right? Plunder run. We don't get all the fancy
yeah,
things in here, so plunder run is a good enabler in there for a lot of our go wide decks.
it's also not seeing. I forgot what the legendary headpiece is called, but not seeing that in Lexi, like such a sigh of relief.
Oh yeah. So Voltaire, a lot of people always ask me about like a Voltaire build in like Clash
Yes.
or in Brawl, and I'm like, the problem is without New Horizons, Voltaire is actually pretty terrible.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it just doesn't do what it needs to do. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Al, how did I get my IRL custom sleeves made? I went to Dragon Sleeves. What are they called?
Mm-hmm.
Dragon sleeves, right? Dragon shield,
Shield.
and you can go. You have an option on their website to make custom cards. It's actually pretty easy to find.
So let's see here. Dispersing glass. So this is not Project Blue format. This is a handmade format called Brawl. Basically, Project Blue on steroids and adult heroes. It's kind of what it is. Okay. Oh, fascinating. Okay.
The thing that I like, I hope that Project Blue is gonna be good because I've been putting like from my box opening chaff, I've been putting beginner decks together, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I've basically just taken random lists of, oh, here's a list for chaff decks. But with Project Blue, I may actually be able to put legit decks together that people can just take and play in a format, and it's actually good in that format. So I've been waiting with my hunted stuff. It's just sitting there on my table, like 3 boxes sorted. So I'm hoping they officially announce the rules pretty soon, and then I can use that and make some good decks with it and give those away.
Yeah, absolutely. No, so I started making clash decks for the store for my LGS, just because I have a bunch of, obviously it's Clash Committee, so I actually have every single legal Clash hero built that I bring in a suitcase every
I
week
saw
to my
that
LGS.
suitcase.
It's so much fun. So I bring that. Once Project Blue goes official, I'll probably switch them to Project Blue decks because let's be real, but you know how many sync belows are gonna be freed. But and I'll just build some Brawl decks out of them, and just change those to Project Blue. But so I started building some Clash decks just from the bulk at the store for the store. Well, all of them, because most specializations aren't bulk.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's waiting on me.
That's okay.
All of them are are they're Project Blue legal.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, hey, we have a Project Blue decks already built. They're good to go. So I'm super excited about it. I think it's gonna do well. I'm excited to see what happens on that front. I really liked Commoner, just wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah.
And so glad to see like something official come out.
So people have been shouting at me in chat not to block, and then I took a second look at my cards. It's like, yeah, I get it. I shouldn't.
Oh,
block.
yep.
I shouldn't
Yep.
block.
Nope. Shouldn't block.
Wait. So, next attack action card with set 3 or greater display turn gets +2 dominate and go again. Okay, I feel this feels pretty good here. This is.
Oh God, yes.
Star Wars man. Oh my God. Quivering Cloud with 13.
Oh goodness!
No.
So I should have Glacial Horde. When you Arsenal, I was like, should I do Glacial Hordes? No, I should wait. The really terrible thing of this is, I have a ridiculous hand, and now I don't.
Not anymore. Oh, welcome to.
We're just gonna go with it. We'll find out what gets gone.
All right. This card is random, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is random, and you took out the 2 cards I absolutely did not want you to take out. So we're going to.
Yeah, Winter's Well is so good as well.
Yes, it is. It is. People keep calling to ban it. It's like, but it's fun. Like, this format is just about being fun. Like, let's have fun, do some stupid shit, and move on with our lives.
No, that's fair, right? It's like you have the whole team at LSS balancing like the official formats, right? And those are fair and all that. It's like, so of course you got to make sure here you can't just completely walk over somebody, but at the same time it's like, yeah, as you said, just have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a ridiculous hand. I had 2 snapshots, and I had 2 snapshots and electromagnetic somersault. So in this build here, I could have gone about 6 wide, I think. Last turn, if you didn't rip cards from my hand. Because this build is all about, so Death Dealer, right? It lets you draw a card. Snapshot, if you fuse it, turns your bow into an instant. So I can go snapshot, shoot it, fuse it, and then I can load my next snapshot, which then would let me draw a card. So that's 2, I'm up. And so that's the whole point of this build is it's just, hey, I'm just going to draw a bunch of snapshots and go like 6 or 7 wide. So I had the hand.
Okay.
Then you did Starvo things.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. I see what chat is telling me, but I'm gonna do something else because I know better than chat. I always know better than chat. I'm the much better player. That is not true.
We're gonna do this.
Cool. You paid. Ooh, lightning press. All right. So
Not a block card, so
that doesn't work, sadly. I could have done that instead. Oh, actually. Oh, never mind. No, that doesn't work.
Person frames hands down most broken weapon in the game. Absolutely, it is absolutely most hands down broken. That's why we leave it, because we want people to have fun. Everyone loves swinging a hammer.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. No ice behind it. All right, fine.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm scared. All right, let's put this in Arsenal.
All right, so here's where we're. Oh wait, hold on, cancel. Let's do Lexi. Flip some up. Perfect. Let's
Electrify.
Let's
oh, that's pretty good. Oh no. Deal 3 damage. Okay. Always taking the opposite line of what I'd go. Well, dispersion glass, you are probably thinking of the right line. Just let's be clear on that.
Right,
it's so weird to see ball lightning, honestly. Like, it's so weird.
Yes. It's fun though. I miss ball lightning, so I used to do just a super budget Briar build, and it was so broken, even in the budget format, that I didn't run Channel Mount Heroic. Ball lightning was around as Briar. I did not run Channel Mount Heroic because it actually messed up my lightning side of things.
Okay, so if I can, sorry, I need to think. So if I do this, I can play this. You can do this.
Just to be clear, too, for anybody wondering as well, ball lightning does not have to hit for its effect to go into play. It's the chain link.
That I was just reading.
So even if you blocked it, it just.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, does it make sense for me to try and block this? And it's like, no, it makes no difference. That's what I was thinking as well. Okay, are you gonna fuse this? Probably. Are we fusing it? You're not fusing it. Hey, we're not blocking.
They're not fusing. Yeah, here you
go. Oh. All right. 7. All right. Suddenly 18 to 22. Yikes. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're
you
good.
Could turn that.
So we can. I wish I could do something really scary. I can't. But we'll do this into just this pitching. This.
Okay. Yep.
6 go again. It's not bad.
Yep, that's not bad. No, it's not bad at all.
Into 7. I mean, it's not great, but it's 13 damage. 6 into 7 is good, right? Yeah, 6 into 7 is pretty good.
No, it is still. It's still good. I'm ultra aggro, obviously, so unless I'm on death's door, I'm basically not blocking.
Come on, let me do my thing. Let me do the thing. Why are you not letting me do the thing? I want to do the thing.
I know you do. Okay, so we're going to start with... This is... Oh, shoot. I read my cards. I didn't read my cards. I just looked at the pictures like, oh, yeah, this is a great hand. No, that's not actually what I wanted.
Hey, I'm not the only one who doesn't read cards.
No.
See, chat? No. See, chat. It's not only me.
Oh well, we're gonna do it. We ball, right?
Reading is for
Reading is for
nerds,
nerds.
indeed. Yeah.
It's true. All right.
Mhm.
Actually, here's what we're gonna do. So
Just
I'm gonna break
pass.
Blossom of Spring.
Okay.
The reason why is because basically turns Death Dealer into a free card draw. Oh, playing tricky on me.
Hmm. Should I do? I could YOLO and hope.
Good.
I'm gonna keep this. Use this and this. Come on, baby. Wait. Wait. Sorry. Can I? I chose the wrong
Yeah. No, you're
card.
good. You're good. We're all casual here.
That and that.
What are
There
you
we go.
doing, Armel?
Okay,
Uh,
that's better.
All right, so I think I want to.
I've got like I thought the cards that I didn't click. I thought the cards that I clicked would stay in my hand. That's
Mm-hmm.
why, but it was here. Buzzbolt. Okay, 5. You have snappies, so no matter what, you can probably. But you used Death Dealer already.
I did. So let's see here.
Show me what
Can't
you
remember what I want
got.
to do, though. Let's do this.
3 go again. Okay. 3 go again. I don't. We're not dead, so.
Yeah, you're not dead. You're not even close.
Rush, why are you sorry for posting on Discord? You're fine. Unless you posted something really offensive, which I don't think so. I can't actually see your post. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's focus. 9 to 14, you have 4 cards left. Can you do 14 damage? So wait, so Ball Lightning. Whenever lightning or elemental card would deal damage to combat chain, it said this. So this is basically +1 damage for the end of the turn if you line it up correctly.
No, it's +1 for every chain link that's lightning. So this will get +1, a lightning or elemental. If I go another one, that'll get +1 on the heads. If I go another one, that'll go +1. So it literally, the whole chain link, as long as they don't break it, that's why I loaded first. So I wouldn't break the chain link. As long as I don't break the chain link, everything gets +1. Because there's literally only lightning and elemental cards in my deck.
I mean, that makes sense.
So we're going to do... Heals +1. If I do that... Oh, but if I don't fuse, I actually lose out on 2 damage. I think it's worth it, though. I can do more. Yeah, okay. So the line we're going to play is going to be kind of interesting. So we are going to bounce it back to my
Damn
hand.
it.
Now, what that does, though, is it's not going to compound because it's not on the chain link anymore. While that chain link exists, it's not on there.
Okay. But
so
the
when I do
effect plays... Oh, okay.
So when I do it again, the effect is only in place one time. It's not doubling because it has left because the card doesn't exist. That chain link still is there, but the card isn't there, so the effect doesn't persist.
Yeah. So basically, it's the same rule as you can't buff Emberblade versus first hand and first strike, then play your Dragon Scalar boots, remove the Emberblade, and play back. Like that buff is not on the card anymore. So it's basically the same. Yeah.
Exactly, because this specifically states this instead it would deal that much +1. Well, if that card is non-existent while the chain link is there, it's not there. So reason why I'm doing this is just because it's 4. It's 4 damage. It's 4 and 4. I mean, essentially, unless you block it.
4 damage is pretty good.
4 damage is pretty good. And then that brings us into here, which I'm actually wondering. I'm actually going to do this. So snapshot is very important. So the reason why I was debating, though, is the fact of Buzzbolt here. If I was able to fuse Buzzbolt would actually get +1 for this, so that would be 6
Yeah.
when it hits, and then it deals 1 damage to them. That would actually deal 2 damage to you if I fused it.
So
That's the
that
reason why I was
would-
debating.
Yeah, that
So
would
right now
actually...
right now it was a difference of literally 4 damage or 3 damage. So if I had a way to fuse this would absolutely been destructive. But it was the difference of 1 damage, and I decided that we're good with that.
Okay. I'm alive.
And the reason being why we're good with that is I did want to put this in. The other thing too is good thing you didn't block, because mark of lightning here. If you blocked, I can trigger mark of lightning, and mark of lightning actually gets buffed off of ball of lightning. So my arm
See,
there every time I
Lillian,
play ball of lightning.
that's why I didn't block.
It would it would have been a difference of 3. I think I would have brought you to 1 instead. But also you have that, which is probably going to be impossible for me to get out of.
I wish I had another blue. I wish I had another blue. But I mean, it's pretty good.
You would have. Oh shit! Yeah, I think you win with this. Because I can't block even more. So what is that, 9? I think it's 9 exactly.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man.
Yes, I did the Starvo thing. Oh wow!
Oh, you
Hero's
will,
still
yeah, you will.
broken.
It's still lots of fun. I've
Yeah.
done well against Starvo. This is I've actually been very impressed as to how much I usually. So like, if I got running there, I think I would have run away with it. But you
Yeah.
hit your disruptions at just the right time.
Yeah.
I've played against some good Starvo players and come out on top. So like, I still don't feel like he's broken.
No? Okay. People are calling for a ban.
Starvo will forever be broken. Yes, Starvo will, except for in this format, like you have to have 3 cards in your hand in order for him to work. Because there's
Yes.
no dual thing. So like,
Yes.
absolutely in that game, but like, I mean, I got you down to 2. If you didn't have that, like you were dead. And if
Yeah.
you hadn't disrupted me right at the right time, like right there, I could have frozen your arsenal. I should have on turn 2, because I had a
Yes.
feeling it was something like that. And that game would have played out so differently by just one decision I made. I think I would have come out on top because my next turn was absolutely bonkers, but you had me discard them. So I couldn't do it. So like,
Yeah.
also like, I've done really good into surprisingly, I've been really good into Bravo with Fang. Fang
Oh,
is
really?
actually pretty decent in this because he has the space to do it and the life to do it. And so he will just run you over. He'll just prolong the game and just run you over. Starvo does really bad against the decks because he also has the armor. So Starvo does
Yeah.
really bad against the decks that can kind of hold their own while they're getting him down. So
Yeah.
he doesn't care about disruption. All right, I could do one more if
Yeah,
you're
you
up
have time for
it.
one more? Cool. Do you
Could
want to
do
send me
one
another
more.
list so we can do like 6 different heroes?
Absolutely. Who do you want?
All right. I'm something that is not too complex.
Maybe we can always do KO, right? Like KO.
Yeah, KO. I was actually thinking KO, but in the meantime, I do need to open up another pack. Oh no, the humanities. Opening the C packs, absolutely terrible. Cherry Bones, Sikkim Shot, Gold Wing Turbine, Angry Bones, Dry Powder Shot, Nimby. Do you have like a favorite card in? See, you haven't drafted it yet, have you?
High Seas? Yeah, I did. We did
any
our
tips
pre-release and then
for-
we immediately
Okay.
went to drafting.
That's very cool. I'm so tempted to go Ravenous Rebel pick one, but it's like there's so many blues. Like honestly, don't just ignore it. It's not good.
Ravenous Rabble, yeah, but it depends on who you're going to be, right? So, like, if you're thinking, like, hey, I want to be Puffin, Ravenous Rabble, great. Marlin, if you're going to do kind of a redliner build, great. Also, there are so many blues, but really, Ravenous Rabble is for the gravy, right? The gravy, when you're taking on gravy. So many of his guys are like 1 to 2 health. And, like, you can just take them out. So I don't think it's a bad pack one pick one. Sorry, I'm not looking at your pack one pick one real quick.
No,
Your
that's
pack.
fine.
Let me
That's fine.
see. So what are your rares real quick? So definitely Swift Strike Breakers. I will never pick those.
So I had in the
Oh well,
full slot
that's your
there's,
pack one pick one right there. Bar Barrage.
but yeah, but that's a majestic, right? So you can ignore that, right? That's not gonna happen, right? So it's like fine, yeah. Of course, you get a majestic, but I
Right.
was just
Yeah.
looking,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I love the colors on these cards, like, and in foil, this card looks so good. I was just looking at it like, whoa, that's a good looking card.
Yes.
But yeah, so I have equipment the Swift Strike bracers, and then I have my rares are
Rebel.
Pilfer Direct Yellow and Drop the Anchor.
Okay, I don't like either of those. Top the anchor is
Yes.
fine if you want to force Ranger. So Rabble, hold on. Mutiny. What's the expedition real quick?
To Azuro Keys.
It's a 0-1. Honestly, I would probably do that expedition. A 4.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a 3 block or 2 block?
it's a 2 block. When this
2
attacks,
block.
you may put a gold counter on Treasure Island. Yeah.
If it was me, I don't love those rares.
Yeah.
I mean, I do because I'm a ranger player, so like Marlin, I would immediately go like I'm gonna force Marlin. But but um, I would say like for consistency, if you're trying to stay open, I
Yeah.
like the expeditions.
Okay.
Especially a 0 for 4, right? A 0 for 4, always good.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. Like that's it's like if you can end if let's say you play a couple of attacks or one attack and you can finish with a 0 for 4, that's great.
Mhm.
Or if you actually needed to block with the rest of your hand and all you have is like one card left, you can still send a 0 for 4. That's good as well.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Those
point.
bracers are really good. Dispersion Glass, I don't doubt it. I haven't played with them yet, but I also haven't played I haven't tried to force a Nimblism deck yet. So I would say yes, if I'm doing Ranger, I probably do Nimblism. The one time I drafted, I basically was forced into Gravy Bones, and I had a pretty decent Gravy Bones deck. So, but yeah, the bracers, I wouldn't draft bracers until mid to late, and only if I got Nimblism. Those bracers are probably staying there till the end of draft. Let's be real. So if I'm drawing that, if I'm opening that pack, I'm probably not touching those bracers. That's why
Okay.
you get 3 times you're touching a pack, right? 3 times.
Yeah.
So I would personally, I would pack one, pick one, 0 for 4, because then I can stay in my pirate. And I can be wherever I
Yeah.
want to be.
It keeps you open, right? It's like okay, so you've already drafted. I'm gonna have my first draft tomorrow. What's your
Yes.
what would you give me as a tip for my very first C draft? And just assume I'm a dummy and I know nothing.
So I think so depending on what hero you're going into, right? I do think that the tipples are a lot better than I think people think they are, or they're
Okay.
starting to be better. People are starting to realize because they're good in gravy, they're good in Marlins, are all right in puffin. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who I want to be.
That's okay. I keep
Could go.
distracting you with questions.
I could do. I really, really, really want to play a Rune Blade, but I don't know that I have a Briar Brawl. Do I have a? Oh, I have a Lightning Briar Brawl. Oh nope, it's not built yet. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. No, you're all good. We're not. I'm
We just
not
did
in
a
a
Lightning
hurry.
Hero though. We just did a Lightning Hero, so we probably don't want to do that. I'm a terrible Florian player. I do not know how to play Florian to save my life for whatever reason. But we could try it. We could try it. Let me just make sure that there's no CYB in here. Those aren't legal anymore.
CYB. Hey, Maracuja. Tudo bem?
Oh, is Maracuja from Brazil?
Yes, he's Brazilian. We've got a couple of
Yeah.
Brazilians.
Tudo bem, cara?
Oh, you speak Portuguese?
A little. I lived in Rio for about 4 years.
Oh, cool.
So I used to speak. Let's put it that way. My Portuguese now, because I haven't lived in there in 15 years. and I just when you don't use something,
Yeah,
that,
yeah. It's like I'm
it's
I'm
hard to.
Swiss and I can barely speak my language anymore. I've been in the UK for like 8 years now, and whenever I
Hmm.
go home, like I struggle to speak German because
Man,
I don't
yeah.
remember the words anymore. I'm just sitting there like uh, uh so weird.
Yeah. All right, we ball. We're gonna do something a little bit different.
All right, all
We
right.
talked about this, so we're gonna just go with it because I know I have
Okay.
like 40 minutes. So
Yes. Oh, is it gonna look long? Oh, Fang. Right, let's go. Okay, I have 60 cards in my deck. That makes my decision easy. And also I don't block very well, so okay.
I'm
I
actually
wonder
wondering here.
though how the restriction impacts the fealty creation.
So the field creation itself is pretty good. It's the payoff isn't there, right? Because you get that big
Yes.
payoff where it gives you like +4, whatever on the second chain link. So the payoff isn't as heavy, I guess, is kind of the thing, but it does still does fine.
Okay. So the question is from Persian Glass, does it have a sideboard? And yes, it does have a sideboard.
Yes.
So sideboard rules are the same as Kassai constructed. So you can have an 80 card deck from which you construct your 60 card main deck plus whatever equipment and sideboard you want to have, as long as you stay within the restrictions of what cards you're allowed to play.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna go first.
Weird thing I noticed about the set, but there's no cold foil of the Fabled, is there? Is there? I guess the rainbow foil is in the pack, and then you have. There's probably a Marvel, but there's no other version. Just an idea. Test your format with 85 card pool. Why? Dispersion Glass. Give us your reasoning, and
Yeah.
maybe you've done that already. Have you considered that at all? 85 cards, or?
So I'm already finding that 80 cards in this format because there's not as very many.
Ah,
Like you don't have like it seems fine because a lot of the like the sideboard stuff is most of the stuff is like what you would put in the sideboard would be a lot of majestic stuff that you're trying to like kind of mitigate different things. So most of the majestic things that you would put in there, obviously you can't. Because those are like where the disruptions are, right? Like weakest link, things like that. So I've been finding that 80 cards honestly a lot of times feels like I have plenty of room to do stuff in because I don't have all those little things that I had before. So
okay.
that's kind of where I've seen it. Um, just set that for later.
Okay, there we go. Your life is going the wrong way, and I don't like it.
So that's the reason why I don't think we really need to up it to 85, just because we don't have many out. Like it's a very much like, hey, I'm going to put in these cards for this matchup, and I feel like the 80 cards sometimes almost feels like too much because I can put in poppers, I can put in life gain, I can put in like I can put in all sorts of different things, because I don't have like I don't have things like weakest link that are against very specific matchups or things like that. So your options are very much limited in what you would put in there anyways. Like I'm looking at like, oh, I want Oasis, I want Calming Breeze, maybe a couple poppers in there, but like beyond that I'm like, what else do I put in?
Okay, cool. Wow, that's a lot of triggers. But
Hold on, I'm
I
sorry,
think
I'm gonna hit undo real quick. I forgot to play
that's
Take It
fine.
on the Chin in response to that.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I guess I could have done
No.
response to the triggers. So
5. So at least let's get you back to 40. I could, but should I? No, I'm just gonna. I hear 5-card hands are pretty good.
Yes, I do hear that.
I think it's still one of those things that, aside from obviously reading cards and slowing down my play, actually taking off turns to wait for a 5-card hand is still one of those mistakes I continuously like do wrong. When I feel like I'm ahead in the game, I just want to go, 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 instead of like, no, get your next 5-card hand to push through a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Fire Vein 4-1. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing. It's just a 1, right?
It's just the one.
It's like when you say like, is this 1, and then you respond currently.
100%.
I mean, I'm at 40 life, so
Show me what you got.
Pledge Fealty.
That's what I was looking
I
for.
did
turn
not put a lot of stock into this card when I played the world premiere in Prague, but I've since learned its value. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Just like that instant fealty, it helps him so much. Wait, that's it? Okay, I need to rethink what I want to do then. All right, I'm gonna play this on my turn then.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
And then what's the best play here? I wish I could do this, but I got a bit too greedy. We could do this and see what happens. Actually, I think I like this. Let's play this first.
That is pretty good.
No. 9.
Cool.
It's a lot of damage. Oh, marked. Oh no.
That's why it was that, because I had that in my hand. I was like, I'm going to
Mark me. Blade back in her
I'm gonna
helm.
mark him, and then he didn't attack me with a red.
That's Okay, now should I? Sure.
Pretty good.
I was tempted to put it in Arsenal, but I think just sending 5 damage here is not too bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Fang isn't a hero until he is online. Fleshbag. There's a good chance to finally beat a warrior. Dude, don't jinx it. It's still warrior, and it's somebody who likes to play warrior. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't actually play warrior.
Fair. You just said you bring Kassai, so I'm not sure I want to believe you. All right. We need to cash in these blocks sometime, right? Like the earlier I cash in these blocks, the better, because then I can just use the secondary effect later. Certainly this is where your end turns, because you're only going to attack for 1. Four. Okay. Oh no.
Do that.
That's a lot more.
Okay, you are marked.
Cool. 4. Right, so you got it. You are online, sir. All right, well, that doesn't matter anymore if you hit here then or not. Or it matters less. Let's put it like that. Okay, we're going to start with this. Like, I played a couple of Kano games on the weekend, I think, with C-Lex. And they were discarded off the top deck twice. and it felt so good. Like just getting a random Gold Kiss Rum just of a random discard
Oh,
off the
yeah.
top of the deck was so good. I still lost the game. Don't get me wrong. It was I was playing into Marlin, and I just
Mm.
couldn't block this overpower, so I just died, right? But it felt so good.
Yeah.
We're still duck racing. We are not duck racing, Steelfer. We're playing a fan-made format called Brawl. I'm playing against Nathaniel, who's part of the committee who does the Clash and the Brawl format. And this is a format which is supposed to make the classic constructed format a bit cheaper. There we go. I got it out. 6.
Oof. All right, you know what? We ball, right?
Blocking is for nerds. Reading is for nerds. Blocking is for nerds. What else is for nerds?
Absolutely, all that.
I mean, you're live and you got 4 cards, so
I mean, death
I'm
is
in
the
danger.
best on hit, right?
I'm in danger.
Okay, so this actually gets kind of interesting. We're gonna do this, and this is kind of why I held on to this, just because given that I priced into buying into Steel Marlin and then just abandoned my cart, I can agree it needs to be cheaper. Yes, exactly. Steel Fur. So Steel Fur, it's Clash Plus essentially. It's adult heroes, commons, rares, equipment is majestic and below. And then we allow specializations and legendary keyword. All of those can be majestic or legendary. We will not allow any fables. So that also means in Clash, right, there is technically one fable legal in Clash. That fable would not be legal in Brawl. Because it would actually probably be pretty good too. All right, so we're going to do this. Here's kind of why I held on, because I was like, you know what, I kind of want to do this and go from here.
At the start of your turn. So this is for next turn, though.
This is for next turn, yes. I'm just trying to do a quick setup. So in this instance right here, if you notice, like Courage of Bladehold. Courage of Bladehold is literally in here for blocking. I'm never going to pop this. I don't have swords.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this.
All right. I'm going to take to heart what I'm being told by Dispersion Glass. I just want to play Puffin, but even with most all cards, picking up new cards is crazy right now. I mean, I feel like unless you have like support from your local scene that just throws you can borrow all the cards, or you've got like, min-max games or somebody who is sponsoring you that helps you get all the cards. Like trying to put one of the new heroes together at the moment is just madness. Especially if you're in the US, right? Imagine like release on Friday, and then you gotta play the new cards on Friday because that's when the tournament starts. It's like
that's if you can even get them though, because like
exactly.
we were supposed to get our cards on pre-release, right?
Yeah.
That did not happen for most stuff. Like, so I'm like the LGS I go to is actually an hour away from me, and it's the only LGS within about 5 hours probably.
Oh wow.
Around here. I'm on the Gulf Coast. We were supposed to get stuff. We literally got the pre-release pack the day before. We're not getting product. I think we might have product tonight. We'll find out. And most of our players are gone. Right. So
it's no chance.
they were playing it tight as is. Then obviously with all the craziness going on here, that made it even worse. So a lot of these LGSs around here, number one, if they got product, they got like a third of what they wanted, and number two, like most of us aren't getting it. So it's, I don't think you're not going to see the new heroes in Nats. I don't think. Maybe somebody will pick up stuff here and there. But it is really, it's fairly unfortunate.
Yeah, I think it's just a perfect storm, to be honest, at the moment.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, obviously, you can always say, well, LSS should have known the demand that this product is going to generate, but, there's some things that just couldn't be predicted. Also, just because I'm ignorant, what? So when you're saying Gulf Coast, like what Gulf are we talking about? Can you? Where?
The
What?
Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't want to get into that specific conversation, but okay.
The Gulf of Mexico is what we're talking about here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That we're not going to open that kind of worms.
What I know, right? And that's honestly it's a stupid can of worms, anyways. Because anybody who lives on here, we all call it the Gulf. No one calls it
Oh, okay.
Gulf of anything. It's just the Gulf. Oof, man, you're coming at me hard.
It's kind of what he does, though, right? So no
Yeah,
breather.
no, it is. I knew it was going to be risky doing this hero, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna have some fun.
Gulf of America? No, it's not. It's not. It's like, I mean, one country can decide that they're going to call it that, but that doesn't make it that.
Yeah.
Smash that face, baby. Dispersion glass. I'm trying. I mean, I just want to beat Shredder. I mean, Shredder has been a villain since my earliest days. And look at Fang. That is just Shredder. Like, you can't tell me anything else.
This is true. This is true. I'm not gonna deny any of that. Absolutely just Shredder. Okay, so we have some interesting choices. I do think we're gonna do this. We're gonna pitch for
interesting.
it, and
Yeah.
we're gonna do
Oh.
this.
Okay, draw a card.
Because I don't need any more fealty. That's for sure.
Well, not for now. No, you don't. Okay. How you doing, Steelfur, by the way? And Pockets, how's your life going? I reserved the... Well, first of all, I went to UK Board Game Expo, as most people may know by now, last weekend. And the first thing that I did on Friday was go to LSS stands, be like, give me product. Give me boxes. Then I decided to do a bid for the channel first. Nobody was at the stand when I got there. I did a bid for the channel, and by the time I'd done my bid for the channel, there were like 20 people queued up to get product. I was like, damn it! Why? But we got they limited to 2 boxes per person, and I think they still had product on Sunday, so it was good. But they did ration it over the course of the weekend, so you know it was they definitely did the right thing. And I do have a case from an LGS close to me, and they basically had it from the very start. Like, they knew what they were getting, you know, and nobody stepped back from that. So I should be able to pick up my case on Friday or tomorrow. Bro, moving countries a thing? Dude, yes. Yes. If it's one thing that I hate, it's moving. Like, when I was young, we moved a lot, and I absolutely hate it. And you know why? Well, you know what I do these days? I just pay people to move for me. I was like, I know that's a luxury, but I am done with moving. I'm not doing it anymore. Like, just no. I've done it like 10 times. I've had enough. Fang reminds me of Dart from Legend of the Dragoon. Don't know that reference, but yeah. A warrior that uses daggers just makes no sense to me. Yeah.
I think it's fine. I'm actually more upset about the fact that the daggers only have one. I get why they did this, because right, like, you want to give the daggers only one, and then they got the ability to buff them and go again. But like, to me, that's a lot of text and a lot of hoops to just literally get +1 and go again. It's like, it should just have been go again. I get why they did it though, because you only want daggers to have one because the swords have 2. It's like, you got it. Anyways, that's just more of a game design of like, get why they're doing this. I don't love it, but whatever. We'll get over it, I guess. Oh, hello.
Be humbled. I love this card. Like, honestly,
so
I legit even play this in... I have this in my IR list. It's just so good. Well, I don't know now with the meta changes, but yeah. But they don't want to give regular warrior more buffs, even though warrior isn't in a great spot. I mean, warrior is probably, in my opinion, even more underserved than brute, and that says a lot. 1. Can you kill me from 11 here?
No,
I
I
very
cannot. You
much
humbled
doubt
me.
it.
You humbled me. With my sink below, I would have had the perfect card in order to finish this off, but I was like, it's not going to do what I wanted to do, and I drew into a terrible card. This is what I drew into.
Oh.
So I think
Not
I'm dead
crazy.
here because I only have one.
Let's see. So I don't actually know if what I'm doing here is correct. Yeah, I think this is correct. We do this, we do this. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is correct.
I haven't
That is
played that
absolutely
interaction in so long
correct.
that I wasn't sure that that immediately triggers the action point, but yeah. If lethal block, if not lethal laugh. I
don't
feel
think
like
I-
there's a wine box saying for the wall in that. Brute has thick hide hunter and now sea legs. Warriors get what? Nip at the heels. Hurts my warrior soul. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That is the correct because now I lose fealty. Because Fang has so many 2 blocks. Yep.
Yeah. GG.
Boom. GG.
GG. Well played. Thank you for the games.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It was super fun.
Yeah, this is super great. I really I really enjoy this. So definitely post out on socials when you guys are starting the league. I think I'm very interested in joining that. I have never joined a league, but this feels fun. Is the league going to be Talishar or webcam?
It will be Talishar. We'll let people kind of decide, right? Because
Yeah.
I'll make some stuff. It's a lot easier on. So I have 3 kids. There's a lot
Yes.
going on in my life that it's so much easier to be like, I'm just gonna whip up a deck in Talishar and go and not have to
Yeah.
go find cards.
Yeah.
So it will be we'll push this Talishar, but if players want to play webcam, I mean, go for it. I'll probably build a couple decks just to have on me if someone messages me and go like, let's play webcam. I know a couple of our locals are like, I only want to do webcam, and if they join, like I know they'll be pushing that hard. So we'll do Talishar though, just to make it a little bit more lenient and relaxing for people.
Makes sense.
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
so this is really just to give you guys like I love playing all different kinds of heroes. As you saw, I was pulled out 3 and I have more to pull out. That this is a way for me to like play them and still have fun and not feel like, oh god, I'm about to just get demolished by a Cinder deck because they have all these flick knives and things like that. And it's not that's not as fun to me.
I just played 3 heroes and they were all fun to play, right? Rhinar I can finally play club again, which was fun. Then Kayo, just a traditional claw, go 12 to 15 damage every turn, and you know, Starvo doing Starvo things. Yeah, it was great. So again, do you have like a link for the Discord so people can stay up to date with Brawl and Clash and all that and know when the league starts?
Absolutely. So let me get that right now.
Yes. Do share that, please.
You will also see, like, so if you look up any Clash or Brawl decks on Brawl isn't a format yet on.
No, it's not. But I actually just saw that Clash is. I didn't even realize that until today.
Yes.
When you go here at the top of Talishar, it's actually the first link is Clash fan format.
Yep, 100%. So you can get there.
Oh,
so
the Clash Discord. It's right there. If we go to Fab Clash Hub, there's a Clash Discord there.
There is, and I've been putting it on all of my decks too. Sorry, apparently I'd never used Twitch and I have to log in. So they I'm having a text me real quick. So I have it in all, like I try to put it in all my decks descriptions as well to make it a little bit easier on people because we've gotten a lot of people that are like, hey, this is how we get in. I'm waiting for SMS to let me.
So it's all good. I can actually just share the link. Copy link.
Okay, perfect.
Let me share it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I've tried to make that link where it won't expire. So if you do have issues, yeah, I'll just try it real quick.
I mean, I just joined and it was fine. But
Okay,
I know
perfect.
the pain, right? You create the Discord link and you think you did it all right, and then you push it on your socials, and then somebody's like, "Your link doesn't work." I was like, "Oh, I did
You're like,
everything
gosh darn it.
right."
I thought I did it right. Yeah, so we try to, we keep up to date on there and Clash.
Mhm.
We do have a Project Blue. We started Project Blue in there as well because a lot of our players
Yeah.
will translate there. I'm excited about Project Blue. I think a lot of players are as well. So it just felt like a good transition of like, hey, let's make a space for people to talk about Project Blue if you want to. A lot of people were talking about Clash, so it's really just trying to encompass the just the casual scene. I know like for me and a lot of people in there, like really we're around simply because like for me it's just about trying to invigorate the casual scene.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
Yeah.
people who do commoner. Not as many people talk about commoner in there, so I haven't really made a channel for it. But if we get people who talk about commoner, we'll get a channel in there for it. And so, I mean, really, like when I created the Clash committee, our mission was to make the best casual fab experience, and that mission still exists, even if Project Blue ends up overtaking Clash and Clash disappears. Totally fair. It's an official format, and that's for us that's still our goal is to make the best possible casual experience. So we run some leagues, some online leagues. We do that with every release. We'll be doing Brawl. We'll be more invested into Brawl. Obviously with Project Blue on the horizon, Clash is not as important to people just because it's official, and I think that's
Yes.
that's how it should be. Um, so that's just kind of where we stand, and that's our goal in there is to make the best casual fab experience. When I got into fab was in the middle of the pandemic. Like that
Yes.
online community is what saved the game. That's what I loved. That's what I miss. And so that's really, what we're trying to cultivate. Obviously, I don't want to go back to COVID, but we want to give you that online presence to give you that safe space for you to do all that. So that's just kind of our goal
No,
and
that's
with
awesome.
Clash and Brawl and all that.
Yeah, I think as I said earlier on, being able, like speaking more to the casual player is something that the game struggles with, and I think LSS has taken steps or is trying,
Mhm.
most recently with Project Blue, but
Oh
that
yeah.
Flesh and Blood players, the communities out there doing that as well is really valuable, especially when you think back, that Commander is also fan created,
Hmm.
at least from
Yep.
what I understand, fan created format,
Yes,
and
it
now
is.
it's the most played format in the game, right? It's basically, my understanding is that that's what people play these days. So,
Yes.
it,
That's the only way I interact with Magic nowadays.
I
Commander.
hear that's what like for a lot of people, but yeah. Cool. Anything else you wanted to mention or shout out or shill before you go back to your day?
Uh, no, I think that was it. The Discord.
Hmm.
We do have a pretty awesome community. I see already some people in here. You can find me on Blue Sky. You could find me in the Discord. You might see me around. Actually, if you see any like 3D cut stuff on Heroes on Blue Sky, that's
Yeah.
probably me. I've been doing a lot of those, just doing 3D Heroes. It's been a lot of fun
Yeah.
doing those shadow boxes and stuff. So it's probably me on there. You might have interacted with me without realizing it. So Bold Brew Games is on Blue Sky, so check it out there. And I just try to keep it posted on there and in the Discord. So we're all around. You'll see a lot of different community members in there. We stay close um, with a lot of the casual, all the other casual places. So we it's it's kind of fun. Like I've seen people, and I know if you're going to start somewhere and this is all you have, go ahead and jump into this Discord and just
Yeah.
ask around of like, hey, what other casual communities can I be a part of? Because I've seen on social media and stuff where they're like, there's no casual scene for Flesh and Blood. There's a big casual scene for Flesh and Blood. It's just you sometimes have to dig deeper and
Yeah.
find a place to start. And if this is your place to start, jump in and say like, where else should I be going? And we will definitely point the way. We are all about connecting creators and audiences and stuff with who you want to be. You want to, who do you want to be with
Yeah.
and hang with?
Yeah, it's a good point to mention. I think there's a Discord specifically for new players out there. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff if you, as you say, if you go digging.
Yep. I know. I just got involved in the Cube community, the Fab Cube
Oh,
community.
yeah.
That's been an absolute blast. There's a whole Discord for that.
Yeah.
There's a whole Discord for UPF. There's all this stuff. So just ask around, and we can definitely point you in a direction of like, go check out this Discord because there's a lot of great stuff out
Yeah.
there. It's just you don't always know where to look.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the
Nathaniel?
time. Thanks for playing.
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you very much for hopping on, and have a fantastic day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. All right, everyone. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope you had a good time watching that as well. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit and put on the background music. Yeah, that was tons of fun. I actually want to play some more Brawl. I definitely look forward to that tournament, and I want to be part of that. So I played Rhinar, Kayo, and also I'm gonna have to have those deck lists. Starvin, that was tons of fun to play. Anyway, so Talishar should be more supported by LSS. I see where you're coming from, and I saw the message and I was like, yes. But they've been so much against any digital client that maybe that muddies the water for them a little bit too much. I don't know. Brawl is pretty fun. Another reason why I'm excited for Project Blue. Have you played Brawl before? In that case, Pockets? I didn't even know this was a thing, to be honest, before I started talking to Nathaniel. And today was my first exposure to that. I'm just gonna, because it's pretty late in the stream already, I'm just gonna pop into some practice games with Ira. OpenCC, accept. And just see if we can get some more practice into the C meta. Hey, Whisper Wrath, thank you very much for the follow. How you doing? How you doing? I get my case tomorrow. Let's go. Yes, come on. Let's go. Let's go. I hope you have good pulls. I hope you get... I should get mine as well tomorrow. The question is, if I mean, we don't have pre-release, but I should get it anyway, because people... How is the rule? You can sell products if you had a pre-release, but you don't have to just hand it out at pre-release. Can you... Nathaniel, I thought it meant you. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. If I pull the arms again, I will bloody rage. Well, in that case, you do not. Alright, let's go for Kodachi for 1. We have a Crown of Dominion Gravy Bones. This should be easy. This should be easy. You can sell a pre-release and hand it out if you hand it on hand. Okay. So I pre-ordered, so they should be able to give it to me tomorrow. The Raid for Marvels. I mean, my box has been pretty bad, to be honest, so far. I've pulled 4 Majestics. I mean, I pulled the Z-Leg, so I'm not going to complain. But, I mean, having this alt art, I forgot that this Nimbleism alt art was a thing, and then I just randomly opened it out of the gem pack. It's amazing. Amazing. For online orders, they can start shipping on Friday. Okay, alright. So you can pick it up in person. Oh yeah, you did Pocket similar to Clash? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Just full classic construct, right? What do we do here? I think we go E-Strike for 7. Because we're not threatening, they've just blocked this. So let's go E-Strike for 7. And Arsenal the Bittering Thorns. No, that's okay. That's okay, Whisper. Don't know if the rules are the same for US, but so good luck getting cards. The Eldar looks great, right? Now I need to find a deck that I play Nimbleism in. Yeah, I mean, if I don't get it tomorrow, it's fine, because... Alright, we'll open a pack. Well, let me guess. See. I'm also going to their late pre-release on Friday, so I'll get it there latest. So I'm you know one day is not going to make a difference for me especially because I already have 2 boxes, right? So Nimblism Bolton, been testing it out. Me and the Warrior? What world are you living in? By the way, forgot to do a prediction. We can still start here. We can still do this, and we can still do this. Yeah, Mitch, it'll be very interesting to see what they do this weekend, right? I actually look forward to watching the tournament. I'm just a bit sad that there's actually a 2-week break until the next one, because I do think the meta is not necessarily representative of what we'll see in the other nationals. So, because of the break for 1 week, I have a bit less time. But there will be the Calling Bologna next weekend, right? So we'll get some more information from there. Have you seen the Gem Pack 2 cards yet? Only the Nimblism and the Heave Ho that I opened. Oh, the art. I've seen. I have the Head of Gravy. By the way, did you guys read the lore for Gravy that was released yesterday? You going Mario, Lydian? I think Mario's a pretty good choice. My locals opened up the Marvel Riptide. Oh. Nice. Okay, so I think we're gonna go pretty defensive in this game. We can just block with the red. Oh, let's not block with that. Let's block with this, but that's unnecessary. We'll block with the blue. Let's block with the boots anyway. It's searchable by set. Okay, thank you for sharing. Oh yeah, the boom grenade comes in cold foil, right? Oh, that's gonna be a chase card. Because I know those mech players like blinging out their deck. Those mech players like blinging out their deck. Okay, so we can go 1 face. Mars looking really strong. Yeah, I think the assassins in general are very strong. I think Slippy is fine as well. I think aside from Huntsman, they all look pretty good. The longer I test, the more I'm convinced I'm just gonna play Ira. I obviously know she's not the strongest hero. But I like where she sits, honestly. We're gonna go face. Huntsman will never be good unless they print new contracts. That's it, right? And I feel like they're not going to lean that way. They're not going to lean that way. It doesn't feel like that's a road that they want to go down. Actually, I'm a bit of a dum-dum. I'm a bit of the dum-dum because oh yeah, I'm a bit of the dum-dum. Okay, I'm going to have to spend more on this than I wanted to. But here we are. You make mistakes. You make mistakes. I needed to put 1 dagger into the jump. Actually, I need to do that. Oh well. I don't think you could have done this worse. That's a pretty fair statement. I should have done Kodachi into that. Yeah, no, I see now. I see. I could have done 3 attacks and draw a card of Mask of Momentum. That's what I could have done. That's what I could have got instead. All cards were gray if you play this turn costs 3 less. Start paying attention to chat and game. That's my excuse. That's the excuse that I've been using. Okay, we are going to just block with the flick flack here. But I've been doing this for what? 18 months now or more? I should be better. Skill issue? I mean, yes. We know that. Okay, Kodachi. Kodachi into Swabby. Pitching the blue. Then we play Kodachi into Swabby. Yeah, I think that's the idea, right? I just cleared the... As long as I can use my Kodachis to clear the allies, and I can clear a good amount of them, I don't think I'll get in danger of losing this game. I think I think this matchup is almost unlosable. So obviously, Whirling Mist Blossom would be really, really good in this, because I could just throw it into one of the allies, just draw 2 cards, but you don't need it. Good luck, Mitch. What are you playing? New? I would also have blocked that with... But then I end up my hand with a blue, which isn't great. Alright. That's the end of the turn. There's an arsenal. Oh, no blues, but that's okay. That's okay. Do I want to... Let's take 1 damage here. That's okay. I think 1 damage is okay. Unless there's an on-hit. No. You hate autocorrect. I'm pretty sure autocorrect doesn't like you very much either. When this attacks, when this hits a hero, they discard a card if they do critical. Well, that's a must block, right? So this is gonna be for 2. So what we... Oof. So we can block it out with these 2. I can sync the Command and Conquer and hope. But then being able to clear this is pretty iffy. I like that you check to read if it has an on-hit after you take the damage. I'm moving the right direction, right? I like slowly but surely, but baby steps, right? One after other. Yeah, it's true. It just needs to be a 0 cost. But let me block for 6 here. And sync to Command and Conquer and pray. I read sometimes. My reading is selective. That's the plan, Dispersion Glass. That is not what I needed, but well, it's not what I wanted, but it's fine. It works, right? Kodachi for 1, pitching the red. And then we take the tunic. There we go. They tried. Also known for losing favorable matchups. I mean, yes. Can't deny. Can't deny. I'm surprised and happy they didn't add cards to defend allies in any way. What do you mean in like for Gravy Bones to protect the allies? I think for these decks like that build a board state, it's really touch and go. Good lord. 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. That's a lot. That's a lot. And they still have a card. I think this is just a blocking out turn. Okay, yes. I think it's just for these... Oh my god. Decks, it's like really difficult to balance. Wow, CNC into CNC. CNC into CNC. So do we take the damage and let this go, or do we block 2 damage and let this go? I think blocking 2 damage here is not worth it. We keep the looking for scrap. What's your problem with dual threat? You seem to have an extreme dislike for dual threat. What did dual threat to you? Talk to us about it. We're here for you. We're here for you. I read the card. It's not good in this match. It can help you just like clear a big guy. Like the 6 health person here. Do we have fodder for looking for scrap? Yes, we do. Okay. You're blocking a lot and not trying to kill them. You're just trying to outlast. That is a fair point. You want to talk about problems? Talk to aggro about Polly. What's aggro's problem with Polly? Yeah, so hopefully a shaman and a jungle being featured in Gravy's story that they just released means we're going to a brute jungle themed set with a necromancer shaman. Shaman. Poor bird did nothing to him, but he killed it on sight. Oh no. Aw, poor birdie. Poor birdie. Poor birdie. Okay, kiss goal kiss rum. Oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I can still clear it. It's not a problem. Let's go again. When this hits a hero, create a gold token. Okay. Wait. Next, let's go again. So they're gonna attack for 9? No, because I don't have the resources, right? No, it's gonna be 5. I think we'll not block. Well, they could have. I mean, no, they can't have the 4. Oh, second ally is free. Why is it free? Oh, yes, because it's action attack. It doesn't have a cost. Yeah. Hey, black belt. So it's gonna be 9 damage. So we can do scrap. We can do scrap into chum. So I think we don't want to take all that damage. We don't want to take all that damage. We don't have to. We're gonna end the turn not as well as I'd like, but all I need is dagger, looking for scrap, that's fine. Got invited to an armory last night. How did it go? Do you have enough to kill both now? I do. I do, right? This is 3, this is 6. We do Kodachi and looking for scrap into chum. And then we do the second looking for scrap into Anka and we draw a card. Oh, that's actually better. Yeah, you're... Wait, no. Dagger. Then look into... Oh, okay. So not... Ah, okay. Misplays. Left and right and center. Left, right, and center. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Kodachi. 5. Kodachi. 6-0. They should ban you at this point. Has there been any discussions of you just not being allowed to play certain tournaments? Because at this point it's just rude. You should get like a handicap. Oh no. 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 Oh, I messed it up pretty good, didn't I? Oh no. Okay, I just learned a lesson. It's fine. It's fine. I just learned a lesson. This is what we're here for. We're learning lessons. This is what I'm here for. I'm not as good as Black Belt. I do not know what all the allies do. I tried to read. I do not know it by heart. Yikes. So, what do we plan here? Yeah, you're right. You're right. 3. I'm very low already. I mean, we can still, like, this is still possible, right? I segued yesterday, and about at, I think, below 20, and I still managed to bring it back. I just need to be better about it than I've been so far. This is... There's no go again, though. No go again. So, I need to kill 6 and 6. I think I need everything here. No, I can't just do E-Strike. Because I'm not going to be able to clear them. So I was thinking, Kodachi for 1. E-Strike. Yeah, but then I don't have to... I'm missing a card. Unless, so we do 1, 2, 5. We do 1, 2, 3, draw a card. I have the resources. So this goes for 1. This is pretty much free for every warrior. I can see that. And then we do looking for scrap. Resource. 1. Looking for scrap. Into... Actually, wait. Looking for scrap. Into friendly chum. 6, go again. Dagger for 1 into this. We can clear it. We cannot... Wait, why didn't... Oh. How did I mess this up again? My god. Oh my god. What a dumpster fire. If I... oh my god. Oh. Oh, if I sequence this differently, it's fine. Yeah, of course Scrap needs to be the third hit. Like, of course, of course. Dagger doesn't trigger mask. Half a year, 2 days. I've been playing it for 2 days. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. I've never played this hero before. I'm completely new to this hero. Okay. Okay, 8. 8. Block 2 for 8. It has go again. This is overblocking, so we're not using it. Defense reaction, then just pray that he doesn't play another one. We're always one step behind now, right? Please don't let it be another Cincy. It's another. It's okay. So, okay, we're gonna have to block more here. I just can't take more damage, but it has go again. So the question is, what next? Okay, a gold, but we kind of need to let that hit. I don't lie. I would never lie to you. I would never lie to you. Okay, we go for 1. This is still doable. This is still doable. I beat Enigma, New Moon, Ochi, Prism, Syndra. Black Belt, I have a question. Do you ever play Classic Constructed, or do you only play Blitz? I haven't lost it yet. You do play CC? But there seems to be a lot of Blitz in your area. Oh, CC is Saturdays. Okay. Why wasn't I able to pick a card? Oh, because it needs to hit a hero. Okay. One of the few ones that says hit a hero. Okay, cool. Cut through is pretty good here. 2 cards with go again. They have a 5-card hand. 37 to 22. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Allies plus 2 CNCs. After here's a hero. After Uprising is a hero. That kind of makes sense as well, right? Pretty sure I played Black Belt in CC. I don't remember where. Probably something. Oh, okay. Nice. So you guys actually play at the same location? You know each other in person? I didn't know that. No? Okay. Just as like okay. There's a lot. At least this is the last one. I'm gonna block it like this. Because if I need to clear whatever else they're throwing at me, like Kodachi cut through is probably enough. They may not even... If they don't play an ally here, I think I just arsenal the cut through, just double Kodachi. You see where I live? No one around here? Yeah, you're like in the middle of nowhere. Man, I sent a package to somebody in the US like ages ago, and it's just like it keeps not getting there. 6? Ooh. Oh, this is bad, but I can't... Should have blocked this, actually. No. Could have... No, maybe I just throw the blue at this. I probably just throw the blue at this. Yeah, dispersion glass, we gotta talk about that. Yeah. I haven't forgotten you yet. I'm just lazy. To be fair, like, most things have arrived, right? Like, Liliana has received tons of things which she won, and Burst Flames has received things from me multiple times as well. Like, usually things don't get lost, but this one package is just kind of constantly bouncing between France and the UK, and I don't understand because it's going to the US. So, like, I don't even know why you're sending that to France. Yeah, everything arrived, right, Burst? I think I sent bead stuff as well, and yeah, I sent tons of stuff, and it always arrived. And even to Burst that lives like in the middle of freaking nowhere. Gain action point, okay. I mean, you've never won anything. You can participate in our league, and if you win, or if you're one in the first 3, I'll send you that card. Oh, Sawbones is pretty good. Sawbones is pretty good. 7. I think we are going to block for 7 here. I'm at 16, right? So we need to be very careful with the match. That happens to a package before went through half of Europe. Yeah, it's so weird sometimes. Right? But at least it started tracking again. And like after a month of not getting any updates, suddenly it reappeared in the tracker with like progress. And it's like, okay, good. Okay, good. Something is actually moving forward. So they're gonna use the Sawbones ability on this, right? No? Then they're going to want to use it on the second Kodachi because they're hoping that they can reduce it by 1. Which will then not allow me to clear. But the cut through goes to 4, 5. So that clearing the Sawbones is... Or the other one is plenty. And then if I do the Kodachi here, this is going to go to 1. Right, and that doesn't clear this. No, it's going to be... So I'm going to have to do this then to make sure I can clear this. Miss more value? Name a more iconic duo. Me missing value. You'd attack the prevention one first. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Because I'm so focused on just clearing the board, I'm not even thinking about attacking face. I'm sitting here. I clear the board. Job done. Job done. Discard a card, destroy top card of your deck. If that card is brought to grave, this gets go again. Alright, we just cleared 2 more allies though. You do have to attack it sometime? Yeah, but, you know. 2. We don't need both blues. That is true, I need to attack eventually. But I mean, I just need a few blues and the Kodachis to finish it at the end. Ruby Amulet. Destroy this, gain 2 resources. I like that this has like a special keyword, Legend of the Watery Grave. 7. We're gonna block out to 7. And then Kodachi into CNC for 7. Because this is Watery Grave. No, I think he played the... Did he not play the other amulet before this? Oh yeah, because it's Watery Grave, right? Because the keyword is there. Alright. Kodachi for 1. Kodachi for 1, fear me. Shiver. And then Kodachi. Command and Conquer for 7. Do all the amulets have it? No, yes, because they're turned around, right? That's why I couldn't find the other one. Ah, Lillian, thank you for making me open packs up. Wait, do I still owe you a pack? I didn't open a pack 31 minutes ago, did I? So you get 2 packs. I mean, honestly, my favorite card that I opened so far this week is the Alt Art Nimbalism. I did one at the start of the game, right? I need to pass? No. No. I don't wanna... Alright, that's 1 card gone. So do you think then dual threat should be sideboarded out in this game? Before they leave? That's true though. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. Jittery Bones, 2. Top card of that card has Water Grave. This gets go again. Oh, Swabby. So we just need 4 go again. We have the resources. Let's block for 3. That's a big bonk though. Big bonk. 7. I like it too. I was told by Dispersion Glass it's bad. 5 go again. We have no target at the moment. Let's do some damage here. We could just or not take the damage. Block out and stay high. I'm down to 22 cards. How about I think I'm gonna do this. Although having the flex clause in Arsenal would have been really good as well, but I am at 16, so we're just gonna double Kodachi. Yeah, I haven't seen any whalers yet. 2. We're getting them closer to my life total. Fate Foreseen, 3 blues. Chart the high seas. Do we have a high-res version of this map yet? Has somebody put all the cards from the treasure packs together so we have a high-res version of this? Because I'd really be interested what like all the locations are called. I tried to check legendary stories, but it's not there. Because I'd love to know what all the names are. I'd really love what all the to know. Dual threat, yeah, true 5-card hand, but it can also be good on a 3-card hand with Pouncing Paws. Like you don't need the 5-card hand, right? Even sending Kodachi into dual threat into Command and Conquer for 10 it's pretty good. Just that is pretty good. We have 3 blues. We have 3 blues. Maybe I have to go white here, that's why I'm keeping a blue, and then I Arsenal the Fate. Can they give this go again? Yes, they can. No, they can't. Okay, 1. Go again. Clear that anchor. Clear the anchor. Set sail. And then what will be... frustrating for me. Good, thank God I kept that card. But I am going to... Yeah, this is a Mask of Momentum trigger. Why not it? What? Okay. Reading is my final boss. Is there a TCG where I don't need to read? Is there a TCG out there for me where I don't need to read? Maybe I should just go play dominoes. Right? Maybe I just play dominoes. Or what's another game that just has pictures? How about Memory? I just play Memory. I mean, I can sink and hope for a blue. Laughs in Undead. Anka, Anka, Anka. Sawbones. Why did they revert to get to the Teresa? I believe in sync. I'm very jealous that people got the playmat with this art. Like, this art freaking rocks on a playmat. Flying high. Freaking drug abusers. 6 go again. Well, so much for that. And I think I'm gonna have to let this hit because I need the cards to... I mean, I could block for 3. And only take 3. Lose this. Just double attack. I think I'd want to preserve 3 life here. Long game? Yeah. Mainly because of my inability to play better. That's the main issue here. We still win this. I believe. I believe in this, guys. I believe. We can do this. They're running low on cards as well, right? So look at all these Water Grave cards. I believe. I believe in myself. I want to believe. No, I didn't see a remembrance. I didn't see one. That doesn't mean there isn't one, but I didn't see one. 16, 20 cards left down there. 21. I haven't... Have we seen a whaler though? Did they pitch it? Did they pitch stack it? They're fishing for something. 7. Whaler Humperdinck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Danger zone!
Maybe we're in trouble. Maybe. Swabby. Does this have go again? This is for 7 as well. Like 7 is good. No go again. Okay. Block 4/6. Clear it. Then we do Kodachi. Kodachi face. No, actually, no. Kodachi into Whaler. Swabby. Kodachi into Swabby. Clear it. Get the tunic resource. Play Command and Conquer for 6. Make them block here. Make them take the damage or block. Or am I just helping them get the card into the graveyard? Oh, Sink Below is pretty good. Blood in the Water. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And the Sink Below obviously is good into the big guy as well. It's still, as you said, I'm getting very low on cards here at the moment. All I need is a couple of blues with no more threats on their side. What did they play in attacks, right? So 3 Command and Conquer's gone. 3 Conquerors of the High Seas gone. The East Reichs are gone. The Golden Tipple are gone. Let me open the balcony for Fitz. Okay. Keep an East Strike for Whaler, that's pretty good advice. Okay. The East Strike clears it outright, right? No. Okay, so this lets them play it. Okay, Fitz may be about to bark. Are you trying to fatigue him? Not actively, but I think that's kind of what's happening, isn't it? It's kind of what's happening. 11. He's fatiguing me. True. Okay, take 1 damage. East Strike, sinking the blue. Kill Whaler for 7. I still have a little block left. I do have weapon and he doesn't have weapons, so I should be okay, I think. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, it's gonna be all blues now. We got all blues. And we don't have a lot of cards left. But I wonder what they have left in attacks. It can't be much more. It can't be much more. They have 1 more Jittery Bones, probably. That may be it. Yeah, there's 1 more Whaler, right? That's exactly. It's 1 more Whaler and maybe a 2 attack. That's kind of what I'm expecting they have left in their deck. And if I get through that, then I'm just going Kodachi, Kodachi, blue, Kodachi, Kodachi, blue, Kodachi, Kodachi, blue. I win the game. Can't kill Whaler. Okay, yeah. They were thinking about what they can do here. Wow, they only have one Whaler. They have nothing left in their deck. Nothing left. Round of applause for opponents. I mean, what's the... There's a 1 attack here. There's a 1 buff here. There's another 1 attack here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage left in the deck. Yeah. Why they surrender? Because they can't win. They can't win. Also never knew you could see what's left in their deck. I think that's something quite recent. But yeah, after the game you can do that. You can also see the arsenal as well. Gravy is not good. I mean, if I can make so many mistakes and still beat it. Alright. Alright, there we go. Packs for Lillian. Alright, let's see. Come on. We've only had a few Majestics so far. We need something. We need something here. Come on. Teeth of Cock. Cuddy Shark. Sorry for the shaking. Headshot. Tighten the Screws. Burly Bones. Nimby. Golden Tipple. Golden Tipple. Pick one. Rally the Coast Guard. Battalion Bark. Oh, this is pick one, I think. On the Horizon. Patch the Hole. Fiddler's Green. Clapping Iron. Sky Skimmer. And just the tokens. Again, very mediocre. I mean, I did just... No, I opened up 5 Majestics so far. So pretty on rate with that. Unfortunately, it's meh. But it's a new class. Looking at the Assassin history, more Necros of Will. That's exactly it, Pox. That's what I'm thinking, right? He needs a couple more sets. Cloud Skiff. Salvage Shot. Response Bones. I was hoping because they're printing a armory deck that would make it much easier for them to give us kind of the card pool that we need, but apparently no. Going to snack my cases. Dude! That's awesome. Share afterwards. PVT! Hey! It's been a hot minute. How you doing? Rusty Harpoon, Teffold Wrench, Nimby. PVT, thank you for getting all the stuff on Talishar. Battalion Bark. Walk the Plank. 3 for 7, like it. Gold Hunter Longboat. Let me hold this up a bit closer actually. Strike Gold. Fish Fingers. Fire in the Hole. Hey! Cock in the Machine! A Gold Hunter Light Sail and just some tokens. Okay. Alright. Alright. I mean, what do we have so far from this box? The pressure pack was underwhelming. But so we've got like 4 more packs left from this box. And I got a Cock in the Machine, a Foiled Barrage, a Sea Legs, a Golden Sky Warden, a Herald of Sekhem, a Shock. I think that's okay. So in one of the gold packs that I opened was a Tip the Barkeep, which I think is pretty good. And then the first one we opened was a Pilver the Wreck. So that wasn't so great. But I think otherwise the Majestics are pretty good. If you open Kayo Force, Puffin, okay. Alright, good. Alright, good. I like Ira at that, guys. I don't know what to tell you. At least into the new hero, she feels pretty good. Now, obviously, I think she does struggle into the Assassins. But the Boomer version is probably better than the Flick Knives version, I would say. Alright, Florian, this is a problem. This is a problem. So... This is a problem. I need to bring some more damage. Maybe take 2 blues out. No, the defense reactions, right? Defend face my Kassai. Not right now, but next time, yeah. Ira Brawl gonna make once the deck drops. Oh yes, I'm very much looking forward to her her armory deck. All right, let's go. So her prediction: Scowling, will I win? Hopefully. Brim Calling Breeze. Could have been a good one, couldn't it? Yeah, it would have been a good one. All right, blue for 1. Already in pre-order. I hope it's gonna be good. I'm a bit worried it won't be because they specifically highlighted. They highlighted how it contributes to the story of her, right? And the storytelling in the cards, that does not give me a lot of confidence that the cards itself will be good. The card that we've seen so far doesn't really synergize with what she does. So we'll have to see what else we get. I mean, it's Christmas and I've been a very good boy. I mean, definitely Steel Fur. Oh, you're right. Alright, let's not attack anymore then. Completely blanked on that. New card seems good, but with Edge of Autumn. But yeah, but Edge of Autumn is not good, right? I mean, let's see what the play pattern is. Grasp of Arknight. I do not have... Oh god. I did not bring any AB. Hey, Yarks, how you doing? Good to see you back. Hot Tech will get a new Edge of Autumn. I think that would be pretty nice. Okay, 3 rune chance. Guys, do you want to see a loss? Because this is how you lose a game of Flesh and Blood. This is how you lose a game of Flesh and Blood. I'm doing well, thank you. Great stream so far. Know what? I'm gonna take the 3. 41. So what we'll do is Kodachi for 1. Kodachi for 1. What am I gonna do if I can't play Ira anymore and say Kodachi for 1 to start? But honestly, I just love her and I look forward to the armory deck. Like, I can't wait to see what's in that armory deck. We get the armory. This is Ira's the next armory deck we're getting, right? So first we get Smash Palace and the stuff around Guardian Master Pack, and then we get Ira. I'm trying to play Marlin, but currently I'm terrible. Hey, I'm trying to play this hero and I'm terrible. As long as you're having fun. As long as you're having fun. Yesterday, I ran out of fun for a little bit. You have fun? Black belt. Hey, so here's the thing though, black belt. And it's actually a bit of a pet peeve of mine, right? Like, players which are very good, they go to events and they're like, oh, yeah, this is just a fun game to play. I'm not going to put this in Arsenal. And then it's like, yes, winning is fun. Who would have thought? You go to an event, you win a lot of games, you have fun. That's how it is. You know what's more difficult? To have fun when you're not winning. So how about you go 0-3-0-4 in an armory and then still tell me you had fun, black belt? This is such a good turn for me or them. I mean, I have fun at 0-3 armors. But my point is black belt keeps winning, right? So black belt, you come back to me, you win, you lose a couple of armories, and you tell me you're still having fun. I think it's also difficult with new players starting Fab. It's really difficult compared to it is a really difficult game. It is a really difficult game. That is very true. It's the skill ceiling that you can gain in this game is immensely high. And it's actually like when you're like me and this is like your first trading card game that you're jumping into, it's like it's very hard. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I think it took me about 3 months or so to win a game. And then it took me like a long time to actually win an armory. It took me a long time. You stack with thorns. Second, you get +1 damage from this turn. Yeah, okay. 31. So we have a target for looking for scrap. This is gonna be big though. Okay, we're just gonna do double. I mean, I played like a couple of games of Magic when I was 16, but not really to any extent. It took me 2 years to win my first armory. And now you just dominate them, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't remember how long it took me to win my first armory. But boy, did I feel good after I first won my first armory. Like, I felt like I won like a freaking calling or something. Because I don't play competitive games, right? I've never been a very competitive person. I just don't compete. Like, I don't really care that much. And I usually at games in general, I enjoy them, but I'm not a good player. In video games, in board games, in card games. Like, I'm just never the best out there. So when I won my first armory, dude, it felt so good. It felt so good. That's why I think promo etc. on armory based on attendance is a good idea, because I agree. Because it was very sweaty when people would get promos based on winning records. My first game in army was against that player, Rob Seigel. Really? I was on Kano and he was on Dory. Oh no. You have my sympathy. I've made some progress. I have. I think not enough for how much I play, but you know, at the end of the day, it's fine. I think if I really truly wanted to get better, like really good at the game, this is not the kind of practice I should be playing, right? I should be playing this many games maybe, but I should rather go to armories or if I play Talishar, like more focus on myself instead of talking to chat. Brian dropped Seagull, yeah. He was one on leaderboard for like 2 years. Malefic. Okay, 3 go again. We don't need 3 blues. And we also need fodder for looking for scrap. I mean, I can go reasonably wide in these turns so far. Okay. 3. I don't need a second blue either. I haven't heard from Tarek in a while. Is Tarek still playing? Right, yeah. If you put this much time in as part of this stream, you'll be winning callings? Maybe. I think the main thing that I need to do, I need to work on my mental game. I think more so than... There's 2 issues here, right? I forget very fast. And I have mental... Like, I don't have the mental strength that some other players have. And I think if I improve my mental strength, I think it would actually help me a lot. I think that's really one of the things which is... that I'm struggling with. Oh, did he move back to the US from Canada? You're entertaining. That's yeah. I'm entertaining. That's very true. Okay, let's go for 6 here. We're just trading fast. They haven't transcended yet though. Transcended, decomposed. They need to block for 6 here if they... I mean, it's gonna say there's probably a root-bound carapace there, and that brings them online. Got deported? Oh, really? Okay. You use Tarek? Oh. Okay. Do I want to know more? How's your painting going, Finbar? And when are you moving? Dude, it's gonna be a sad day when you're moving away. I was gonna go to Dublin later in the year, and then I decided that I'd rather go to Montreal. Dory auto loses to ice. What's the card that we don't want to face? Felling. Although he doesn't have the 8 cards, right? So... Or not only needs 4 cards. My team is descending on Vegas right now. Can you tell us what they're playing? Can you spill the beans? Plow under. Okay, that's fine. No blocks. I have a great turn. No blocks. Can't wait to land and gamble. Isn't opening pack gambles? Their pitch token. Oh, they have a pitch token. That's cool. Alright. Kodachi, they need to let this hit. Otherwise, we're effed. They're letting it hit. We are golden. We are golden. Cut through for 5. Go again. Dual threat into Kodachi for 4. Into sound the alarm for 8. You know what? Face Purgatory would really suck here. They could still play it, right? Oh, and Embodiment of Earth is also not great. So they kind of sniffed it out. So are we going to get the Face Purgatory on this? If they block with a non-attack action card, that basically blocks it out. But then their turn is meh. Yes, but hitting the tables is like an ATM, so they can get boxes for free. I'm not sure that's how gambling works. Have you heard of the term, the bank always wins? Yikes. Alright. I mean, if they do this, they can do this, but... Yeah, then they have a 1-card hand. That's fine. Oh no, because they draw a card. Sheesh. Oh yeah, I could do this. Yeah, there we go. Why not? I lose 1 value, but let's attack for 3 more. If the bank always wins, why are there bank robbers? Honestly, isn't like bank robbery a thing of the 80s? Like, when is the last time you've heard of a bank robbery? Honestly, when have you heard of a bank robbery? Is that even a thing anymore? I think I lose now because it's online. I think now I lose. This is basically one of my worst matchups in this meta. This is the matchup I'm really scared of. But if I'm bringing this to Nationals, which I'm pretty convinced I will, then, you know, just ignore the bad matchup, right? Andrew's playing Dash IE, Mike is playing Battle Mage. What is Battle Mage Kano? Fang, Dante's playing Auxilio. So everybody's basically playing something else. Wait, there's a Phi as well? I love it. I love it. I love it. Soul an ATM. Oh god. Hey, yeah, you don't need to mount heroic here anymore. I mean, basically you can just block me out here and you probably win. Just send 5 every turn. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is... I should check if I have fodder for looking for scrap before I decide what I'm gonna do with my turn. Don't you fatigue, Florian? No. No. Not with no AB. Like, No, it's a really hard matchup. In my opinion. Even with AB, I think it's hard. They're gonna need to block this here, though, because otherwise I get a mask momentum trigger. Surely they don't want to give me a mask momentum trigger. It's gonna say. Yeah, I mean, all they need is, like, a blue. All they need is a blue, right? Buff power. Let's make them scared. Let's try and push for as much damage as fast as possible. If I can keep them to 5 damage, maybe we have a game. I mean, if they take this, I have them in Kodachi lock. If they have a felling of a tree, crown, whatever the name card is called, though. 2 blocks. It's pretty good. Down to 4 instead of 2. Flex clause is nice. Ah, there it is. That's exactly what I was afraid of, right? That's exactly what I was afraid of. If we can block for 3 here, we send a total of 11 damage. We go down to 5. Like, blocking with Spring Tonic here obviously hurts. Actually, no, if this hits, it's the same thing, right? I go 3 chains wide, but it doesn't really matter because the +1 that I get off the second attack would just be eaten up by that instead of going into the Amnesia. No one's willing to play Bolton. I mean, go figure. The 2008 crash where the banks robbed us by getting a massive bailout. Yeah, talk to your local government about that. Too big to fail, my ass. How about doing business in a normal way so you don't have to be bailed out? Huh? How about not completely over-leveraging your business? How's that for an idea? You would go with Huntsman? No, you wouldn't. You're just trolling. Iceland didn't bail out their banks. Now they're doing so much better economically. Yeah. Again, why would... Like... Like, basically... Why would you bail out the bank? Banks are... some of the most... 6... predatory businesses, right? Like, why would you bail out a bank? Like... Banks are here just to profit. It's like... Jesus, dude, just don't. Okay, we're gonna do this and the Fates, and then we're going to attack for 7. They're down on 2, which is pretty good. We bail out the banks because they have everyone else's money. That is... Well, that's fair. That is kind of a fair comment. So, if they can create... Oh my god. Oh god. Now I lost the game. No, yeah, now I lost the game. Now I lost the game, pretty much. Pretty sure. So if we block 6, we take 2 damage. We play the cut through. They only need to block with 1 card. Bailouts were BS. My cousin was VP of Merrill Lynch and got 10 million bonus. Yeah. Block it all, Sammy? Yeah, you're probably right. At least keep it at 4. So they can create 2 rune chants that I don't die. But now, like... this is going to be rough. But I think that's the right decision. What you should do is bail them out and actually regulate them, get them to pay you back. Well, they did that for a little bit, and then, you know, all the regulation has been watered down again since then. It's still wild to me that you can be CEO, you run a company into the ground, and it's like, oh, here's your golden parachute. Here's your $10 million for nothing. Oh no, I'm dead. How did they make the 4th rune chant? Oh, because this creates 2 rune chants, of course. Because of the hero power. Rip indeed. It was my fault for not bringing any AB. Right, if I bring AB, I think I'm fine. Yeah. Alright. The bailouts were... Oh, his house was sick and he took us to the final 4 in a box. Well, yeah. Get wrecked again. Well... Sideboarding mistake. But I almost made it here. I had them down to 1. Almost made it. Chat, how much time until the next pack opening? How much time till the next pack? It should be, the next pack should be live. There we go. There we go. What would you like to see? Arg? Alright. 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 I mean, I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. Alright. Wait. Since when is this a thing? Since when is this a thing? Huh. Oh, it's in the back of young Marlin. That's actually pretty cool. Alright. Barnacle. Salvage shot. Goldwing turbine. Jittery bones. Headshot. Chart, of course, on the horizon. Expedition to Dreadful Reach, Rallied Coast Guard, Nimbalism, Blue Sea Tricorn, HMS Marvel. Do we think pack 1, pick 1? Destroy the top card of the deck. This feels pretty good. Flying High. Battalion Bark in foil. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Probably Marlin. Or Battalion Bark, right? It's a 4/8. Battalion Bark is nice, but then you're not sending a signal. Oh, you're not sending a signal with the rare anyway. Never mind me. Never mind me. That card won me multiple games at a pre-release. Which one? Marlin or Battalion? Barks leaves you open. That is true. Marlin from the Overpower, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Overpower is good. Alright guys, it is time for me to go have some food. Thank you for watching today. The Brawl games were tons of fun. I hope, as always, you enjoyed the stream. I will be back on Monday. If you missed some of the stream and you want to watch the Brawl games or something, you can go on YouTube. Basically all the streams are there. I have a armory tomorrow, which will hopefully be Sea Draft. And then on Friday, I have a pre-release, and then I get some boxes. I also have a stream coming up with Pockets. On the 14th of June, we'll be opening up some boxes and be talking about all things Flesh and Blood, drinking some stuff, and having a good time. So I hope to see you for that as well. And if nothing else, I'll see you on Monday. If you are going to Vegas, like Dispersion Glass, have a lot of fun. If you're playing Nationals by any chance this weekend, then I hope you do really, really well. I'll be watching the US Nationals with great interest, and on Monday we'll have a lot to talk about. What went down at Nationals. Until then, this is it for me. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and all those buttons. Just smash them. Otherwise, join the Discord, join the league, play some league games, win good prizes. It's free for everyone. I'm out. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.